All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to start level 1 on a Friday. All right, I used to do everything on Fridays and Saturdays, believe it or not. So I do 7 classes each day and have some fun helping people like you. See, not everybody can work on a Saturday, all right, or watch me and things they need to do, and they have to work or crazy things at the house. Setup in level 1, let's think. Today, you have a corporation. If not, I'll help you get one for free. You'll pay a filing fee. All right, I'm going to show you exactly what I call rules and tools and hopefully connect the dots, some of the pieces you're missing. The ultimate goal is how we have fun and understand this is live. We're here to help you. From there, I always say don't take pictures or record in the beginning. Why? You film everything, you don't pay attention to anything. If you focus on what matters the most, that's what's going to count. So again, no pictures or recording. I'll tell you when you should take a picture. All right, believe me, I'll tell you exactly when you should take a picture of. Now, when I was 12 years old, I created something called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. All right, I wasn't lucky. I always had to fight for everything I wanted. All right, I got knocked down 1,000 times again and again. But if I made my list and I could see what I want and I had a picture of it or something, and then I could believe I could actually go get it. That kind of works for me. Hopefully it'll work for you too as well. So, me, I hold the record for the highest kick, fastest kick in 81. I don't understand how ding-dongs say, boy, we can't jump, but that's what they do. Next thing is goodies. I had a problem in the 80s, in some of the 90s. They kept throwing in my face loan-to-value problem, like I couldn't afford something. I got my first million corporate structure at 14 and a half, first billion 21. I think I could afford anything I wanted to, but guess what? Everybody gave me a bad time. When I developed division process in 85, 86, I put everything I had, goodies, in divisions. See, each division gives you the ability of a separate credit report. It also separates liability. As you go through this process and learn how to step up, and away, it actually helps you create a bunch of credit as well. You see, you're never going to get where you want to go without you have the money. But again, you're not going to have the money. If you did, you'd kind of spend it, and some of you would kind of piss it away. So let's do this. I like mansions. Now, I built some condos and some houses and some big ones and big mansions in Havasu and Big Bear. That was fun. In Huntington Harbor, there's 5 islands. Properties on all 5 islands because this is half the fun. So understand, today our goal is to teach you what you're missing and at least see if I can get you past what I call go. Now, Winning the Game of Business is a series I wrote years ago. 1976, by the way. I already brought in my first million. I'm just trying to help people. But again, this is just what I ended up doing for you and me in 1976. Okay. All right, setup in level 1. Here's the problem. Okay, you have some problems. You have to understand how to do this the right way. And you kind of guess sometimes they're kind of screwed up. So let's do this. Let's get that tab and a pen out. If not, if you have the Millionaires Founders Kit, get book level 1 in corporate setup. Keep your notes together. It'll make more sense that way. What do we get to do? Take a picture of this today. Why? I'd like to add you to my texting and my ability to send you an email. Okay, if you do this, because I'll invite you to Dun & Bradstreet tomorrow if you want. But again, you have to take a picture, click it, and put the word yes. If not, then I can't invite you. I don't have to send you the link. So again, I think you need to say yes. Now, I'm going to tell you flat out that I will work my tail off and I will basically do everything I say and promise, and I carry a $2 million bond. It's a statement of guarantee. But also, I'm going to tell you, if you screw up, I want you to own your own screw up. I had 13 people about a year and a half ago give me crap online in lying, so I sued them each for $100 million. See, all I can do is somebody, oh, I'm going to do this. That's fine. One person can't even get a job now. All right, because I blasted the you-know-what out of him on social media. Even his church said go away. Because he's just a turd, what can I say? So my point for you is you have to be part of the program. So anyway, it works. All right, if you screw up, that means you jacked up your credit. Okay, you maybe played the up and down show. And what did you do? You applied for credit and crashed your rapid rescore. So please don't screw up. That's what I tell everybody in every presentation. Now, today's not easy. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass set. In other words, you're trying to get where you want to go. I got a client who just got off the phone about 20 minutes ago. He's frustrated. His bankruptcy, because he was told to file bankruptcy years ago, included American Express and Chase. So what do? I have to give him a division of himself under a corporation. Since a corporation is a legal person, public record, not here to be safe an attorney, I can do a division in his name or his middle name and get around that problem he had years ago. But again, he's got to have no intent to do fraud. So when we have a bad day, always remember, always good. Because that's what I'm going to tell you no matter what I go through. Always good, thank you, Jesus. Now what do? Help me, help you, and help other people. It's an affiliate program. It's where you get to make money. Billy actually gave me all the referrals, and now he's got $1 million corporation. So if you want, you could actually take that, referrals, list it up, take a picture right now. We'll give you a Zelle cash right away, or we'll give you a check or store credit. See, if you can help me help other people, we can all get to win. Is that correct? And that's the ultimate goal. Now, here's a corporation, chapter 18. Let's pay attention here. You got a corporation that's fantastic. All right, you have to be, I got an LLC, I got to see it stop. As long as it's a corporation, Supreme Court says it's a legal person. That's what matters the most. It's a legal person. Here it says it may sue or be sued. Maybe you don't get this, but if the corporation is sued because your name is on Secretary of State's website, they sue the corp, they sue you. If someone tells you the corporation protects you, that's not really true. You're on the bank account, they follow the money. Plus, you guaranteed a building, car, and credit card. So guess what? You're the duck and sheep. I want you to focus on the bottom here, where it says not required to file a fictitious business name. All right, this is Business Professional Code 17983. When I looked at this when I was 9.5, I knew it was wrong. So I was studying how to do everything since I was a little kid. Eating out of a trash can sucked for me. I don't like to be homeless either. So what do we get to do? The lie. People lie to you. I'm sorry, but they do. See, on a corporation, you sign again for the car, the lease of a building, and you sign for a credit card. This means if that corporation files bankruptcy, automatic stay, federal protection, okay, they still come get you. You got a guy on social media all over the place, file bankruptcy, get another one, get another. No, that's the intent to do fraud. That guy's lucky he's not in prison. Yeah, he will be. So what do? Division of me. Let's understand. Like my client who has a problem with American Express and Chase, okay? Those are great cards. So we get to do a couple things today. It's very simple. If we look at you today, all right, you're not only a target, you're kind of a bullseye. I would like you to think about 3 divisions of you. I want to show you how to get more chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you must be dead. That's what I've been saying for 40 years. So a division of you. We have choices. We have the ability to use an SS4 the way the IRS designed it in the first place, by the way. So what do we have to do? I want you thinking all the time, winning the game of business. So take a picture of this. I've been giving corporations for free for 49 years. Free. I found out they were free. You pay a little filing fee. My first corporation cost me $10. That corp today would cost you $30. So again, you have some choices if you want, but it's up to you. If I was you, I'd send that to everybody you know, because it's free. You pay a little filing fee. Now, let's talk about money making money, okay? Today, we're talking about a corporation, a corporate umbrella. I want you to focus on division process because I don't want you bringing the pain home. You bring it home because your lack of knowledge is what I would call your stupidity. You're not stupid, you just did stupid. So let's understand, okay? If we take corporate credit, all of this is $10 million. Okay, maybe we want to play over here. Here's another 12 million over here. Now, why do I want to create credit to the corporation? It offsets taxes. Debt offsets taxes. If I'm going to take money to make money, I might as well do it the right way. Most of you had 25,000 to 100,000, you pissed it away. You see, you don't know how to deal with money. I hand you $1 million today, what do? I'll buy a house and car. Stop. You should have referenced 3 times by 5 and turned it into $15 million. Your problem is your lack of knowledge. So if we take, let's watch, corporation. We're going to have one bank account, okay? I sued the banks in 96 and won because they all wanted you to have separate bank accounts. We were allowed to put divisions on the same account to get an average balance. So if we focus on this pretty clear, what happens? This is a $150,000 line of credit here, but I can do it per division, okay? So if I do this correctly, I'm going to create $1 million of line of credit. The other thing is a credit card, $100,000 can daisy chain. The same thing. Again, what is our goal? Creating the cash flow, free up our time in my book 49 years ago, yes, but we have to get the money to get the honey. So if I understand a 750 score, I'll get you there if you allow me to, but it's up to you to follow through and pay attention. Now, the average balance in a bank account needs to be $3,000. Why? It's simple. The average balance qualifies you for a line of credit. In other words, you can afford to pay the payment. That's how they look at it, as I used to be a consultant for banks for almost 30 years. So understand, we can get $50,000 to $150,000 of money. Now, I want you to write down checkbook money. Checkbook money at Navy, USAA, SoFi, or even American Express is in your account and you got to pay a bill in 45 days. Checkbook money at Chase, Wells Fargo is a debit card in a checkbook. Okay? So again, we can write a check, all right, and we get to pay when we need it. The next thing is we need to learn how to leverage money. Your problem with you is if you had the money to make it work, you'd run out of money anyway because there's never enough coming in. Leveraging money is how you build a business into $5 million to $10 million. Leveraging money. So what we're going to do is figure out, okay, this bank account here, we open the bank account, no problem. We're going to put a CD together. We're going to create a line of defense, a line of credit. We're going to put money right back in the bank. We're going to create a reference of 3, okay? A reference of 3, and if it's $100,000, okay, that's a reference times 5, which is $1.5 million. See, money's a product. It's actually not even money. It's a Federal Reserve note. Lucky it still says, in God we trust. So it's not even money. It hasn't been money since the 70s. So let's understand something. If we leverage money to more money, your goal is to listen, learn, and figure out, okay, what do I really want to do? Next, as we do this, always remember, win the game of business. So money-making machine. A money-making machine could be this real estate here. Let's think today that we have a piece of property. Well, when the client that just got off the phone with, he's fixing a property, and they give him draws based on phases it's done. In other words, he's got this project, and they give him $100,000 to fix it up. But they only give him pieces as he needs it. But if we have a line of credit, or credit cards, or a checkbook, or we have even Lowe's combo card, we can do things faster and quicker. See, the goal on credit sometimes is to float until the payment's due. The other thing is $50,000. I can maintain that payment literally for $50,000 for under $500 a month. It's easier to pay $500 than it's $50,000. So a money-making machine can be you if you actually understand and follow through. What's our goal? Why I say cash credit under the corporation. Going through audits in 2011, one of my clients the other day says, the IRS must hate you, Ray, because you mastered every code they have and you know how to play the game. Well, that's pretty true, but the reality is they probably do hate me. But the reality is this, it's a write-off. Why do I want you to get corporate credit versus personal credit? Personal credit fluctuates, that sucks. You use the wrong damn card, you bring the pain home, because you should have had these instead, but you didn't listen, didn't learn, you screwed up, and you got to blame yourself. The other thing is corporate credit's a damn write-off. And if I do it the right way and I get basically a Chase, Freedom, Sapphire, or Ink, there's no interest rate up to 22 months. So again, why I want corporate credit? Because the IRS allows you to write everything off on the corporation, and literally, for us personally, we get diddly squat. So again, I don't want to hurt the family. When you're born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, and you don't really get a real mommy and a daddy in the family, it kind of sucks. To this day, I watch movies with, daddies and mommies. What the hell's that about? Because I didn't get one, so I didn't get anything. No one gave a what about me. Division process. Here's my problem. When you're sued today, you're sued, and I'm saying you're sued and screwed up. Bank of America is bankrupt thousands of locations, thousands. But there's a corporation owning a corporation called a subsidiary. See, maybe you don't get it. Banks, grocery stores in states and cities do not let the parent company do business or a management company. They let the cities do instead, or the location, the branch numbers. When I developed division process in 85, 86, they gave us a line of defense. A line of defense. If this tenant here slips and falls, wants to sue us and screw us up, I get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate, keep the other pieces. Your banks write off the bad location, the bad piece, off their taxes while you sit there doing not a damn thing. Your problem is you, but that's this way it works. So corporation division process. All right, build a real legacy. Let your family, basically your business, your legacy taken over as your children. When you die, they become the officer of your legacy. So there's no taxation. What are we trying to do? Win the game of business. Now here, this is something you want to take a picture of if you're in debt. Let's say all your personal credit cards are jacked up and you screwed it all up. Here's a way you can take supply credit under the corporation and turn it into cash. About $51,000. So now my favorite banks, this is a list, and I don't want you taking a picture. See, your problem is you're so busy taking pictures, you don't learn diddly squat. When you write down Chase, your hand is your microphone, your eyes, your ears, your body, you're recording. Write down Chase. Don't take a damn picture. Wells Fargo is the most indicted bank on planet Earth. Over $50 billion indictments, but they wrote it off on their taxes, even though their employees stole identity and mine twice while I'm in a damn coma. B of A, U.S. Bank, Navy, and PNC. Again, my favorite banks. What are we going to do? I'm going to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty personally, and if you do what I tell you to do, I'm going to get you to that 750 score. Then I'm going to get you a green spark for 100,000 if you allow me to, and 2 at 30. That's 160 times a 9. What does that end up being on one card? $1 million. Then I'm going to take the 3 B of A's to do the same thing, the 4 Wells Fargos, and the 5 Inc. cards. Then I'm going to take the gold card as well, and the platinum card. So if we build our foundation first, we'll have the money to get the honey. Your problem is you keep screwing up. You're looking for a shortcut. All that did is screw up your life. This is $500,000 of credit just on 5 cards, by the way. Then we're going to go play at the bank. This is Bank of America telling you they can bridge the gap. You must have a 2-year corporation or 2-year division. Now understand something, okay? Here are 3 corporations I have left. What does this mean? I have corporations that are left from last year, 2024. I set up Shelf Corps. Here's one with 3 divisions and 3 subdivisions. Here's one with 3 divisions. Here's one with no divisions, okay? Now, what would that do for a newcomer or someone who's even in business today? It gives you, you're going on your 2nd year. The bank wants you to have a corporation that's 2 years old. If you don't have it, the reality is you have to wait 2 years for the line of credit. I have it already on its aging on its 2nd year, so it can fast track it right away, but it's up to you. We can always get credit cards to the corps, the divisions, and you, no problem. So these are my 5 favorites. If you're military or someone in your family served, thank you for your service or their service too. I'll help you get an access code from Navy. And I'll show you how to get all kinds of lines of credit even when you're a 550 score. That way you can balance your debt and do it some more. So this could be $5.4 million on top of that if we build a foundation. Divisions allow us to use projection up to $1 million. Your corporation's allowed 4 things as far as I'm concerned. 4. These are my rules. Do whatever you want. You get the buffer tax, no taxes due till you're profitable. Corporate credit, this is all the damn write-off. See, it's offsetting the taxes, what I've taught rich and famous people for the last 49 years. The car is fleet price, and we get a free buffet at the hotel. So as we play this game, let's understand, the division is a line of defense. Maybe you like bringing the pain home and being stressed out, and you basically want to piss off your husband or wife or your kids, I don't know. You like being stressed out because you're like that all the time. You're barely getting by, or what did you do? Yesterday had the same rerun of the day before. A division allows you to roll the dice. If it doesn't work, bankrupt the hell out of it, get another one, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Line of defense, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. multiple credit reports. The divisions give you multiple credit reports to create millions and billions of dollars, just like this 12 million here. I have it tied to 62 million just on credit cards. Then we look at, we're separating real estate. See, remember what I said earlier. Each one of these pieces of real estate. If I have 5 houses in 5 divisions, I have 10 liabilities. 5 loans at the bank and 5 turds that can sue me, screw me up. I look at everything as you're going to realize, plan the problem. There's always some jerk trying to tear you down. That's just life. Line of defense. There's the goal. So do you want to be rich? Do you want to be a millionaire? I mean, come on social media. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I wish I could tell 4 people to shut the door and shut up. You're confusing the world. They're not rich. The corporations are rich. So when I ask you if you want to be a millionaire, the answer is no. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? The answer is hell yes. 9 divisions. That is 9 what? That is 1 million of credit. And that is 9 locations of something. And that's auto income. That's what I designed in 1976. So we play. I had a problem in the late 80s. I had $53 million of credit cards. What happened? They're shrinking my limits. It's making me panic. One of my professors years ago said, Ray, you're paranoid. And I said, hell yes. Someone's always trying to steal my shit. Buckets of money. Okay. So I took 4.6 million of that 53 million. I loaned it out under C-191D. And I created 1.1 billion of notes and 190,000 a month. It's a game, people. Let's play to win. You keep playing to lose. That's why you bring the damn pain home again and again. What do we have to do? Let's focus on the SS4 for a second. Look at it. See, you don't realize that the IRS created this form for consumers and corporations and all kinds of people. The SS4 is the application. Look what it says, line 1. Legal name of entity, or individual person. The IRS had no idea you were going to be stupid enough to use your SS5, SSN for credit purposes. On the back of the card it says do not laminate, don't carry with you, and don't use for ID purposes. So you're breaking the law, every one of you, when you apply for credit. Congratulations. But you know what a division can do? Get a tax ID. Your banks and grocery stores do this all the time. So if we can position correctly to certify you as a CFO, you could win the game of business. Now, let's look again. It says banking and credit purposes right there. That's per entity. Would you like $1 million of credit? Would you like one of these per every division? They're only paid over time limits, $100,000 each. Okay, and they're limited up to $1 million. All right, wouldn't that be the better way to do it than your way? I think your way sucks. So the division of me, like I said for my clients all the time, person, corp, division, or subsidiary. Okay, here's my problem. That Lamborghini payment was $6,900 a month, $7,000 a month, not counting insurance. So I had a choice: pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Pay tax, buy a spaceship. Pay tax, have a nonprofit. When you sign the lease of a building, it's a division, not you. The piece of property, the SS4 as well. The word daisy chaining takes 1 card and multiplies it, okay? Write it again, daisy chaining. Here's what happened in 1984 in my life. I got a letter in the mail. The letter in the mail said, flat out, I'm going to have to pay up to $800 to $1,000 per corporation in the state of California. Now, I own a bunch of Shakey's Pizzas. I got Subways, okay? I got 31 flavors. I got shopping centers. I got condos. I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff. That would have cost me $1.2 million per year just to have the corporations. I asked Sacramento, California, a question. Could I create a form, all right, that could be under the corporation that did not pay franchise tax fee? They said create a form or modify one. Remember I showed you 17983? And I said it was wrong. I knew that was wrong at 9.5 years old. So here's what I did. We modified this 5 times so far. First file and the renewal file would change. So line 2 is the duck and the sheep. Right now, the corporation is sued, they sue you. If a corporation is a legal person, public record, not here to be shaping attorney, sets up an entity, gets a tax ID, entity. Line 4 is the corporation. Your name's not even on the damn form. It's like that pink stuff right there in a $1 million Lamborghini. You see, the red shown is the duck and the sheep. They never sue the bank. So if you can create a division under the corporation, you're okay. The reason you want me to do it is I have the dashboard since 1987 to get instant credit and instant credit reports. But again, it's up to you. What do we do? I would like you to write this down so you can record it in your brain. I'm willing to lose a division, not to corporate my family. Got it? I have no intent to do fraud. Line 2, for instance, my client, because he ended up bankruptcy in American Express and Chase years ago, his middle name is on line 2 now. So your name, your middle name, your last name, all right, any AK name or what do you want to use, maybe your stage name, wholesale name. That creates an entity, a legal entity that's entitled to credit in daisy chain. After I get the credit set up and I get one card for every division, then I need a separate tax ID. I developed 113 ways to daisy chain credit, by the way. 113 so far. So a division is $1,000. I set up the credit reports, get the tax ID, add the history to it. Ready to go. Would you like 9 of you right away? So today, you get 3 with or without credit at a discount, or 9 or 12. If you did it through me during the webinar, I double the number. So you have to do it during the webinar. If not, you lose out. You got to pay per each one. That means your 3 is 6, your 9 is 18, your 12 is 24. But then that's what you need to do. Now take a picture. This is when you want to take a picture of Zelle. Ray at rrfsllc.com is Zelle. And you can Zelle right away. But again, if you need to talk to a specialist, or even later on, I assign you one, here's my email address. What do we get to do? Now, most of you use a UPS store or mailbox, etc. And you can't build credit there. So what happens is in California, I have an address. It's not shared office space. We do say it is, but it really isn't. It's our office, and you get to lease a space. We give you basically a square foot. All right, as long as we do that, it's not shared office space. You have a location now. So in your state or our state, we can build credit to that address, and you don't have to use a UPS store. Shared office space is a couple $100 a month. Here's an address you can use. You can scan it, take a picture, even talk to Julie at the office, and we can set up credit. And understand, I have 62 million of this pointed to this address. It's kind of faster. It's a quicker picker-upper. If you're going to spend the money, you might as well do it here instead. What do? Your corporation's going to need it done on Broad Street. Analytical 750, I'm endorsing them. They have all 3 credit bureaus, and Credit Karma does not. Credit Karma has no funder to help you. All right, and they only have 2 bureaus. They don't do a half-an-ass job anyway. So take your picture. All right, Analytical is going to help you get your Dun & Bradstreet set up. That is supply and vendor credit. IRS Rule 179, I want you to understand 179. You can almost write off almost everything under 179 for business expense. Now, 179, United States, what in your name? This is IRS. Internal Revenue, all right, code. I want you to focus on that, because you're allowed to write off all kinds of stuff through the corporation, which you're not allowed to do personally. What do? You probably pay $1,000 plus for a corporation, got ripped off, and didn't learn dilly squat. You use your home address, which is kind of dumb. You named it after you, that's called real dumb. You actually let it do business, it's called double dum-dum, and you basically don't have division process, and that's the biggest problem you got. So understand something, let's play my way. I want to get to the point that if I have a problem, oh shit, day, week, month, or year, I can bankrupt. But I don't believe in bankruptcy for consumers. I believe in bankruptcy for a division or a corporation, SS4. All right, do it again and again, never have a problem. Now, our thing we have to look at is 1932, we had Prohibition. In 1934, we had Roosevelt with the Gold Act. In 1937, the government created what's called risk score. It's an SIC code, all right, and since 1937 called risk score based on type of business. You got to have to master that. Auto, all right, Mation. See, today your paycheck should go into an account, pay all the bills, and the leftovers should go into a different account. All right, you also should be paperless and automatic payment. If you're not, they get to sell you on a national mailing list because you receive mail. Now, I'm going to die. I hope it's not today, but who knows when. That means I have term life insurance. My wife and I, no matter if we control a couple $1 billion of goodies, we personally have less than $1 million of debt. So my term life insurance is $1 million. If I die, she gets $1 million, gets to keep her chickens, her donkeys, and her dogs, and her zoo that she's happy with today. All right, that's okay. I just close my eyes when I walk home. All right, but what do we do? Whole life policy. A whole life policy allows you to borrow against the money. Never close it. It's like the 401k, borrow against it. Borrow money is not taxable. It should be connected to your irrevocable trust, by the way. So again, what are we trying to do? Today, you look at you lease a house or you have a mortgage. Electrical, water, cable, all right, and gas. We total it up. If we divide it by 30 days, it tells you what it costs to live where you live today per day. That's what you need to know. It's knowing your numbers. Your paycheck, you look at the leftover and you do the same thing. Let's see how much leftover we have. Now, here's our problem with most of you. I want a Nevada. I want a Wyoming corporate. Stop it. I don't understand. What I don't understand is you listen to a bunch of ding-dongs. Let's understand, 1995. Every credit card in every bank was Delaware, period. 95, they decided to disclose information in Delaware. People ran to Wyoming and Nevada. You don't need that until you're into the profit zone. So I would tell you not to circumvent your state because you'll actually get in trouble doing that, but it's going to be up to you. I'd tell you flat out, in Nevada Corp's great when you're in the profit zone. They were kind of expensive. Now for me, I've sold more Nevada Corps than anybody on planet Earth, times 10, by the way. In 2009, it was the #1 registered agent in the world. You heard world before? When you get to profit zone, you will have a Nevada LLC, because I said so. I will help you get to profit zone doing $3 to $5 million a year, easily. Nevada is known as tax-free. Is that okay? We get to play the game to what? Win. That's the whole strategy. See, like I said before, I don't care what corporation you got. Why? Because they're a legal person. Eventually, I hope I can convince you to make it an S Corp. But again, any corp can be converted over, as long as you have a division process. So let's do this. DBA sole proprietor, hell no. You gave your home address on that, that's called stupid. You're not stupid. C Corp is closed corporation, S is single file. We have LLC, LLP in nonprofit, and a PC for professional corp. The goal is to teach you how to be a certified CFO, various entities to pick. So as we play this game, let's understand. On your cell phone, you're going to take and add a contact, which is your corp and your divisions. So that way you have the information at your fingertips. Your corporation has a charter number. The address, never use home. Charter number, tax ID, SIC code. Do the same for divisions. Be ready if I call you, like I called a client 20 minutes ago or so. Oh, this is Ray? Yeah. You got the number for me? I called one earlier on Pop and Credit. I got him an American Express card, unlimited card. I need a code. Can you give it to your phone? Is this really Ray? Said that I used to be calling him. I call people all the time. C Corp, closed corporation. If you don't have one, start with C. If you screw it up, throw the sucker away and walk away. That's it. No intent to do fraud. So applying cash credit. The C Corp has stock. Stock should always be suspended, by the way. Suspended. All right? Until further notice. When we make money on the C Corp, we convert it to S under the 1244. Okay? That's what S stands for. If you did it before you made money, that's called stupid. You're not stupid, so you wait till you make some money so you can go get the honey. Now, the S corporation has a problem. Every corporation has a problem. When they sue the corp, they sue you. So you don't let your corporation do business. You have it to be a management company, manage the entities like banks, grocery stores, and cities do. Got it so far? So you never bring the pain to the corp or your family. That's the ultimate goal. C becomes S under the 1244. Got it so far? So we can actually create $3 to $5 million, almost pay no tax at all. And yes, you're going to get a paycheck. Then some ding-dong say, you're going to be taxed. Stop. When you own a house, the first 24 years, you're paying interest. You don't pay the house off to the last 6 years anyway. Your lifestyle will basically offset your taxes because of your house payment. I'll teach you to break even. Is that okay? I'll teach you Donald Trump's way of paying $750 in taxes period. Okay? All right, now if you got a corporation, dissect it in division process first, then turn it to S Corp. The LLC, everybody calls the office, I don't have a corp, I got an LLC. I'm just hearing stupid. That's all I hear, stupid, stupid, stupid. An LLC is a limited liability company corporation, by the way. So understand something. The LLC will convert to S as well. Look at it. Certificate of ownership. All these great experts. Well, you got an LLC, it protects you. Do you have the certificate book? Yep. You got them all? Yep. Are you the managing member? Yep. Do they all say certificate of ownership? Yep. Who's the duck? You. I mean, all these experts, my butt. So the LLC becomes an S Corp. Got it so far? We're going to play my way for a while. I'm going to get you to 5 to 10 million if you allow me to, even $1 billion if you want me to. That's half the fun. Nonprofit, you're going to need this. You need a nonprofit to offset taxes. You need a nonprofit to give back to your community. I'm going to get you to the point you have to make a decision and pay more tax, buy a spaceship, buy a Lamborghini, or a nonprofit. Okay, your choice. Again, there's actually credit cards for nonprofit, there's zero liability. Google will give you up to $10,000 of grant money. We get to play and understand a nonprofit corporation getting grants and doing it right can do 4 times than a McDonald's does. How's that? It doesn't mean you don't have to bring in money, you just can't say it's profit. Homes for elderly, hospice, elderly care, transportation. The Transportation Act gives you up to $100,000 a month if you want to play, but it's done up to you. So a nonprofit or profit corp. I'm out of nonprofits now. We sold the last one about a week ago. But I do have, again, like I said, all right, I have a profit corp with 6 divisions, 3 divisions and 3 subs. I have a corporation with 3 divisions and one with no divisions. Why would you want this? Because it's going on its 2nd year. Right now, if you start now, you got to wait 2 more years. There you go. Would you like some grant money right away? Today, during the broadcast only, all right, I offer the profit corporation by itself with no divisions for $3,000. By the way, the office sells it for $4,000, and I'm giving you $50,000 in credit. They sell with divisions $6,000 and $8,000 with subdivisions. So if it's done now, you save a lot of money and you get $50,000 in credit. But again, we look at the grants, the federal grant money. There's portholes to play with. Once you get the exemption, guess what we get to do. So understand, you can download a form, irs.gov, download a 1023 form. This is what helps you get a 501c3 exemption, public benefit. I have a class every 11 weeks if you want to go to it, but I do charge $500 for the class. What do? You Zell. That's all you need to do for a Shelf Corporation today. Or you call the office right away at 800-254-9506. A PC is a professional corp for doctor, lawyer, CPA. Now, what you name your corp, 30% of you, I just want to scream my head off. You want to name it after you. You want to be the duck and target, yeah? That's me. Stop it. You see, I'll use raise rules or raise corporations or things like this for marketing tools. I will not create debt to those because that'd be stupid. Your corporation should be a neutral name. It doesn't make any damn sense. XYZ, I don't give a damn Inc. How's that? The officers list, 33% of you use your home address. You tell the world where you live. I call that dumb. So I'd like you to change it right away to my address or a mailbox, etc. But it's going to be up to you. Now, I created something called an address map. I want you to realize on your driver's license, it should be P.O. Box, registration of a car, all right, basically all those pieces, and insurance, always P.O. Box. Don't give a stranger your home address. Next, if you build credit, write down build, move. I'm going to build credit to your home address because that's where your credit report is pointed to. Got it? Pointed there. You have a utility bill. If you use my address here, I have all the credit pointed here. It's easier to verify everything I'm doing. And you get to basically lease, all right, 10 square feet. There you go. Now it's not shared office space. Now, if you have your own location, I can build that as well. But shared office space half the time doesn't work. So we have to understand how to build credit. Your corporation, if you have a stay-home business, will be classified as stay-home business. One of your utility bills must be in the name of the corporation because the creditor is going to ask for that. Be prepared, please. What do we do? Fraud. You have so much crap out there, all right? Corporate Compliance Center, postage, it's all crap. It's a phony company. If you ever get something you're not sure of, screenshot it, give it to Sanchez, my vice president of the company. He'll bring it to me and I'll look at it for free and help you out so you don't waste any money. Raise rules, raise way of credit, simple. I created books for dummies, but I couldn't use the workbook for dummies because it was already taken. The Millionaire's Founder's Kit is a book for every month of a year so you build a millionaire foundation. It is the blueprint of success. If you want to go to my summit, it's in 2 weeks. It is August 29th, 30th, 31st. This is where you're going to be mastering how to be a puppet master, and I'm going to get you ready for an escrow. Okay, if you don't have the escrows, I'll help you line those up too. I don't have any excuses. So take a picture, scan it, sign it later today if you want to. It's up to you. There's 1,000 steps, rules, and tools you need to understand in connecting your dots. So remember the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I was at the Bonavich in Los Angeles for 32 years every Wednesday night. I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years as well. I sold the Millionaire's Founders Kit for $5,000 a set. Here's my oh shit day for me. All right, $3.7 billion of corporate structure. Wife wants to take out a yacht the day before, July 4th, 2009, to watch the fireworks. 72 people, so we took out my middle yacht, no problem. Next day, I can't move, I'm in a coma. Okay, that's my oh shit day. What do we do? My wife calls Ron at the office, needs some help. Instead of going to help her, he drives U-Haul truck to steal my books and CDs. Tom, my IT manager, sells my websites and phone numbers to a porn site because I have 50 million people in my database. So I want you to be serious because you need to protect your assets and you never know who you can really trust. It's up to you. I'm going to give you $50,000 of credit. I'm going to charge you $5,000. If you do that today, I'll give you the 3-day summit for free. Free. If you don't want the goodies in the $5,000, then it's $2,000 for the 3-day summit. You stay at home and have a pizza party with your friends and family. They get to all watch together anyway. How's that? So again, it's free if you partner with me. Next thing is you can sell. Remember, you can call the office at 800-254-9506 and say, I just saw Ray on the webinar. He offered this. Can I get it now? The reality is very simple. They will honor it. If I'm done talking, they will not honor it because they're watching this as well. So it's during the webinar only for the discounts. Now, how do we do what? Stock kit. Every corporation has minutes and bylaws. So your book 3 is to take care of that. Your book 4 is going to be resolutions. I created all this 30 years ago plus, and we've updated all through the years as well. What is our goal? Please take a picture here. Okay, the Bible of a corporation is your minute book. So nonprofit, C or S or LLC or LLP. If you scan this later date and buy it through them, it'll match the kit that I use in the class. You also get a discount. It's up to you. From here, we're going to use a business plan and a projection, intent and mission and ethics statement. We're going to tell the truth. Now, I have a red stamp I've used for over 30 years. And what do I do on resolutions? I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not to corporate my family. I have no intent to do fraud. You see, I say that out front. Got it? Now, every resolution you do should be on stationery. So you can also use the corporate seal, so it makes the original document. That's what you should do. Next, we have to think about, because our goal is to be winning the game of business. If a city says get a business license, remember in the beginning, the answers are simple. I have no employees. I'll be lucky to make $100. Let me add my divisions for free. There you go. We got to play the game to win. Now, the bank. Here's my life, and I've always been very disciplined. Everything has to be in order. And then when I go home and I look around, I got to close my eyes. I get my little space in the bathroom. My wife has all this. And her walk-in closets are as big as this room times 3, by the way. But here's what happens. In my life, I've always tried to teach and preach. I have 5 daughters and a boy. Okay, my daughters were always told one thing: you're not allowed to go to lunch or dinner on your first date with anybody. It is a coffee or an ice cream, period. And because in 5 minutes or less, they'll know they're a turd and they don't like them. Got it so far? When I walk to the car, everybody knows they walk this way. In mommy's side, lock the door and walk around. They know we go to a restaurant where I'm going to sit facing the door. I've already cased the place. I've been fighting since the day I was born. So again, rules and tools. You go to the bank, you better ready to answer the question and ask some questions too. Your question is, how many divisions can I have on my account? Or are you going to run my personal credit report? Their question to you, how long have you been in business? Okay, maybe you've been in business for 30 years. Then how old is the corporation? 3 years more? Good. If not, you got to wait. The next thing is they're typing, they're putting things information in the computer system. What is your projection of sales? If you have 3 divisions plus, say, $1 million, you don't want to have to correct it when you're actually doing the money, okay? You put it in there. It's a projection. So everything we're talking about, because the bankers are on commission, all right, make sure you understand how to play the game to win. There's the goal. So rapid rescore. 46 years ago, working with Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes a long time ago, when I created the Winning the Game of Business, we had a problem in escrows. In 1974, people tried to use credit to get a down payment, and we had to come up with gifted money. When I created rapid scoring for mortgage companies and rapid refresh years ago, if I put you in a rapid and you screw this up, you're going to crash it, I'm going to charge you a fee. Do not crash your rapid. Do not apply. Don't jack up credit cards. If you have an emergency, we understand that. We do charge a little fee. Got it so far? Now, when you're at the bank, make a couple of lists. Come on, let's write it down. I want a general account. I don't want you to print my check. I have a check writer program. Okay? I never want payroll account. Okay? Got it so far? And that's what you want to do. Divisions will allow you to get credit 4 different directions at the same time. That's why divisions are important. Letterhead, you got to create it for the corporation in each division. Never use home address, charter number, tax ID, SIC code. Okay, get familiar with SIC code. Banks use checkbook money. There's our goal, like I said earlier today. What are we doing? We're multiplying credit per division because we're entitled to. We're going to the bank to get up to $5.4 million of credit. We're going to finance the American dream, and I'm going to help you and guide you to get $100,000 a month. Is that okay? American Express is going to offer you 99 more cards the way I trigger it. These here, they offer 99 more, right there, Ray Reynolds University. Okay. If I want 99 more cards, that's $100 million. That's ridiculous. But again, the American Express cards do not fluctuate, and all of the cards do. Those are the cards you would use in an emergency case. Now, the division of me is entitled for a line of credit. Then they want to know what bank to put it in. You should have a division of me, so it goes into the corporate bank account. That's where you're going to put the money anyway. IRS and auditor will love that because they don't say you just transfer the money from you. All right, guess what? Stellar Bank, Chase, and American Express have a loan called Blueprint up to $250,000. Scott at American Express years ago said they named it after me because I created the Blueprint of Success over 40 plus years ago. Who knows? Your bank, whoever you bank with, find out they have a 31-day CD. I'm going to teach you how to leverage money into more money. Chase and Wells Fargo do. What do we do? Very simple. If I take today, this is Gerald, he's head of a mega church in Los Angeles. I got him $100,000 at U.S. Bank. He was afraid to use it all, so he put $75,000 in his checking account. We transferred to CD, all right, borrowed against it, created a line of credit. That created a reference of 3. The next loan they gave him is $1.125 million. He bought 2 apartment complexes next to the church. The aunt runs one, mom runs the other one. Again, leveraging money to more money. Measure what? $100,000 of personal, $1 million for the corporation, auto income, and leverage money every step of the way. There's the goal. If we take borrowed money that's not taxable and buy the lifetime income, 4-plex, duplex, apartment complex, that would be the goal. I bought my first McDonald's when I was 19. Why haven't you? Your problem is you drive by your opportunity every day and don't realize it's right in front of you. And that's your biggest problem you have with you. If you need 100,000 credit that'll build you personally, all right, and that's what our goal is, the office charges 10%. That's 10 grand. Their discount today is $8,000, no problem. During the webinar, it's $6,099, 7 grand. So for 7 grand, I'm going to build you 100,000 credit, give you basically what? A $3,000 discount. Now, I'd like to get you 100,000 to business as well. If you sell during the broadcast, you save 10%. But if I have to get 200,000, 100,000 for you and the corporation, it's simple. I'm going to charge you $9,000 for 200,000. So it's like you buy one at a discount, you get the other one for free. If you Zelle, you save 10%. If you don't, during the webinar, you don't save the 10%. You call the office or use Zelle. There's your Zelle. There's my personal email address if you need help. And from there, level 2. Now, level 2 usually is $1,500 for 90 days. Today, you'll be able to go to it as well. Absolutely free if you want to. If you need a specialist, it's 800-254-9506. I need you to do self-analyzation. Think about the corporation, hopefully be an S, and then you get a paycheck and your house payment offsets your taxes. You break even. That's the way you play the game. And you get to win every time. The Ray Reynolds University, I put it together in 2001. I wanted to train the whole world how to do this right. Analytical 750, there's what you need to be today. Don't worry about the dark web, they take care of that too. LifeLock was indicted 6 times. Last time, $100 million. Credit Karma was indicted 6 times, by the way. So be careful. All right, we need all 3 agencies, especially getting chased. There's no interest up to that, 22 months. Credit Karma needs to be fired, by the way. So what happens is for $25 a month, they're going to call you every 46 days and tell you exactly what you need to do. The next thing is their next phase is Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, business reports. So take a picture, scan it later today, or call Julia at the office, please. Okay, there's again the Dun & Bradstreet to get that set up as well. Our goal is to help you every step of the way. If you scan and take a picture of me today, and you scan it, I'll send you the link for Dun & Bradstreet tomorrow. But if you don't, and you say no, then forget it. Okay, I got to be able to send you the link. These are 11 classes in rotation, and they're in rotation all the time. The rotation of the class, it's a specialty. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years, by the way. I don't know why it took you so long to show up. The goal is repackaging America. Only America. I gave to Don King years ago, and basically incorporating you. We got to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. Now let's understand. Here's level 1, as we're talking about reaching the dream. Why men do jumps, people say we don't. All right, think to be the impossible. $100 million buildings and some goodies. Now, some of you have some good ideas. Before you tell your friends and family, I would tell you to take your notes, make a copy, and stick it in a Federal Express envelope, mail it to yourself. Never open the envelope, let the judge do that. I've had a lot of rich and famous clients sue each other. So before someone sues you and screws you up and takes your goodies, before you do it, you basically get a website and the name, what you're trying to do, and you trade name, trademark, and copyright. Protect your assets. Now I need you to write down irs.gov. Can you write that down, please? The next slide, I do not want you taking a picture. I want you to write it down to record. The irs.gov. What is our goal again? Winning the game of business. The S is for is tax ID. Write it down. 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. The 1244 is turning a corp into S. The 1023 form is for nonprofit. The 4506T or C is a creditor sending it to you to fill it out. The 656, if you have an IRS problem, it's an offer in compromise. Then you're going to download a UCC1 irrevocable trust. My goal is to help you every step of the way. That's why you want to use my office as your office too. But again, it's up to you. Again, I'd like you to call Julia, sign up for that today so I can build credit off the credit I have waiting for you anyway. We get to play. We get to win the game. Now, if you have a DBA, sole proprietor, which I think is stupid, but you did it, I'd like you to file a statement of abandonment. I'd like you to cancel it. I'd like you to refile it under the corporation at 17983 and turn it into a division right there. See, the reason it has line 2 with 3 names, old name, new name, is why I designed it. So we can play the game to win. Got it so far? A division is like every location at a bank and grocery store threw away the piece, offset their taxes, and they never brought the pain to the corp or their family. That's all you seem to do is corp and family, bring the pain home. So let's do it my way to never bring the pain home. What do? We master SS5 and SS4. You fill out an SS5 form when you're 14 to 16, you didn't even pay attention to it. Now, if you didn't do it because you were born in 71, that means mommy did it for you. Because when Nixon took the gold standard out in August, basically what? 71, every woman has to fill out the SS5 for the baby before she can go home. If we learn to balance our debts, and we learn to do this right, we will break even. There's the goal. Danny and I have been partnering since the 80s. A 64-unit apartment complex needs 66 divisions, 1 to buy it, 1 to guarantee it, and the rest are to be an officer what? Assignment of mortgage, a form I created in the 70s and 80s. Assignment of mortgage, write it down, please. Why? Because I want to make sure I'm the damn bank. That's how you do it, become the bank. So 9 divisions need 18. 18 need 36, 36 need 72. You have to match them up and away. It depends what you're trying to do. Very simple. As we played the game in my books over 40 years ago, here's a corp, division, subdivisions, and more. This 16 helped me create $16 million of credit. Up the corporation, by the way. You still want to be a millionaire? Or would you like to be a millionaire corporation now? Okay, that's my way. My way, you get to the 9 divisions, 100,000 a month, 9 locations, and you get to play the game of business and win again and again. Division process, what did I do again? I loaned out the damn money. I had to. 190,000 a month and made the credit go up and away. 1 billion in 1 notes, $1 billion 1. It's just fun when you leverage money and assets. So again, your goal is to think and understand you have the ability to do this and believe in you. But again, so do. I believe in you too. So divisions of your son or daughter. Okay, how about your grandkids? Why don't we start teaching the children of today to do it right? Because no one taught you how to do it. You'd be doing a, half-assed job anyway, most of you. My way will work. Division process. How many divisions? Minimum of 18. With or without credit is up to you today. I double the numbers if you call the office right away, but it's up to you. From there, it's a Zelle or call the office for more help. We have these specialists that I've been training, and they're really good to help you and hold your hand every step of the way. Remember, Corp's got 4 reasons, 7 reasons and divisions. What are we creating? A corporate umbrella, like the banks and grocery stores do. The line of defense. We never bring the pain home ever again. So it's like anything else. I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years. Everybody knew me at the Bonaventure. They let to park my Ferraris or Lamborghinis. They're not mine. But I got the keys. See, I got the keys. Whee! But you know what? Someone every once in a while go, "Where's your Rolex, Ray?" I didn't want a Rolex. But again, so what did I do? I set up a jewelry division. I got it for free, $100,000 watch, send it over to me. I got to pay the invoice in 30 days. I borrowed against the watch I did not own. I paid the invoice, and I got the watch for the watch I did not own. And guess what I did with the extra money? I maintained the payment. By the time I'm done screwing around, I got it for free. See, you got to realize how to play the game to win. You want to do a fixer-upper on a piece of property, flippity-dippity-do, carpet, appliances, fixtures, and wood. Wholesale price. There's the goal. So your time, I don't think you have your time. I think you're so busy letting life control you, you don't have your me time anymore. I'm up every day at 2:25. Always have been. Since I was 2.5 years old, I find my me time. I'm usually here at the office at 3:30 in the morning. I like people to leave me alone for a couple hours. It's kind of nice because my door's a revolving door all through the day when they get here. Auto income, all right, money making machine. Being a puppet master. Linda's project is $27 million. Take a picture, scan it. She'll tell you I made her a millionaire 5 times. It's been a client since 1986. Shaq's a puppet master. All right, Warren Buffett's a puppet master. When you look at me here, there's 2 big buildings, part of the 2.2 billion of real estate at the time, and 2 cars out of the 21 car collection. That's 1,013 divisions right there. You see, I don't want anybody to take my goodies. If I have a problem with one entity, I give her the piece, keep the rest of the pieces. The bank and grocery store can do it in the city, so can I. We can play my way. So boring and steady is what I've been saying for 40 years. Take a picture of this. When you drive down the busy street today, do yourself a favor, please. When you stop at the light, look at the Wendy's restaurant. It'll be on the right-hand side. Jack in the Box will be on the left. Don't worry, it's the way it is. So what happens? Why don't you own the damn Wendy's? Storage unit, EV charging station, laundromat, car wash. See, I like boring and steady. It doesn't get you rich, but it creates $100,000 a month. Up to you as we play this game. If I get you Wells Fargo's 150, would you like to put something in an escrow? You see, you get to be 4A, and maybe A, B, and C, and D, someone else too. We get to be a project. When we're going after projects, what are we looking to do? Well, let's see. Today, if we go for a project today, all right, we get to basically play the game to win. This one gave literally 8 people $10,000 each. Is that okay? So again, as we do these projects together, I can hold your hand so you don't screw it up. But again, it's up to you. So based on what you put into an escrow, I don't want your money in escrow. You write the check to escrow, I'll tell you what you need to do. Take it off a line of credit. Today, if I partner with you, it's very simple. I want to get you $200,000 in credit, $100,000 of personal and business, 25 subdivisions. I want you to have a blueprint call with me. I want to coach you every 3 weeks for 12 months. Usually that's $45,000. Today it is 20 grand. It was done today. But if all you want is no goodies, it's okay, we do that too. So understand, the 3-day summit, if you paid in full, you get it today. If you don't do it while I'm on a broadcast, the answer is no. No is no. Got it? N-O? So what do we get to do? $10,000, and I'm coaching you for a year, every 3 weeks, and you get to go to the 3-day summit. It's 10 grand today. If you did it today, during the webinar, you get the boot camp for free. If you wait and do it later on, the answer is hell no. Got it so far? So what happens is August 29th, 30th, and 31st. 3 days you're stuck with me, all right, as I train you to get ready for an escrow and make you the puppet master. That's the ultimate goal. If you want $50,000 in credit today, it's $5,000, and then I give you the summit for free. But again, it's up to you. If all you want is to go online for 3 days and watch me, have your friends and family and a pizza party. 2 grand. Share the fee with everybody. There you go. What do you get to do if you partner with me? It becomes free. So understand that is a now situation. You can scan and take pictures, and later on you can sign up at a higher fee. If you Zelle or you call the office right away, you get the summit for free. If not, then you don't get it for free. Got it so far? Very simple. A blueprint call is you and me on the phone for an hour. You and your partner of life. Understand, I got to go through all the process with you. I'm normally $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day for the last 45 years, by the way. And big companies pay me that all the time. $2,000 is a blueprint call, you and your partner of life. If it is done and signed up during the webinar, it's $9.99. Again, you get a discount. If you partner with me, it becomes free. It's going to be up to you again. What do we do? There's your Zelle. There's the office phone number, 800-254-9506. And here's my personal email address too. Have the ability to play the game to win. If you want me to coach your business, which I make millionaires and billionaires all the time too, 3, 6, or 12 months, no problem. Talk to a specialist, have them customize it for you, okay? Help me help you and other people, it means you're an affiliate. Register your people that you want to refer, and I'll send you a Zelle or a check or give you store credit. For me, I stay safe, I stay strong, I'm doing my best, Jesus does the rest, amen to that too. The ultimate goal. So right now, there's your level 1, all right, and things you have as well. All right, you have to do next. Call the office, 800-254-9506. Talk to a specialist right away. At 1:30 today, we have basically analyzation class 2. So I'll be back with you. All right, ultimate goal, what are we going to do? Win the game of business. So we're going to take about a 20-minute break. So we'll see you back here in 20 minutes. If you still want to play and do some more with me, then I'll see you when I get back right away. All right, 84%. My goodness. See, here's our problem. You. It's terrible. You're the problem. You get a $10,000 credit card in the mail. Honey, let's go to dinner. Let's go shopping. Wow. Then if you had a good score, you dropped it, got stuck, couldn't get any more. You see, I'm the guy that created the 29% rule when I was trying to train Ken Yarbrough in the 80s. So understand, every card you have needs a sticky. So you take your credit cards out, you put a stick in the back, we kind of dummy proof it. See, $10,000, we can only use $2,900. You go past that, you drop your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. So understand, all cards fluctuate but two. These don't fluctuate at all. So what do we get to do? Understand, the reason you had a no shit day, week, month, or year is because of what happened in life. Life tries to kick our assets all the time and knock us down. So guess what? Today, this is live, and we're going to talk about what we can do to get you to that credit score up to 750 more and stay there. The problem with most of you, you're going to hire a credit repair flaky company, and they're going to break the law. It's against the Federal Trade Commission to do credit repair in the first place and collect money up front. But they don't seem to matter on social media. So guess what you have to do? Don't be a liar. Understand how to rebuild it the right way. No pictures or recording in the beginning. Now, when someone says white man can't jump, I don't understand that. I reached the highest kick and fastest kick in 81. I like goodies. You like goodies? See, my problem back in the 80s, they kept saying my loan-to-value problem. It's like all the ding-dongs in 2008 screwed it up for everybody, countrywide, you know, stated income crap. They screwed it up pretty bad, didn't they? Probably half of you. Let's see, winning the game of business, and that's what I developed in 1976. I brought in my first million through the corporate structure. I was 14 and a half, by the way. First billion at 21, 2.6 billion at 26. So we can learn to play if you want to, but it's up to you. So here's what happens today. Let's pretend, or let's go back in time, the day you lost your job. What happened? Okay, oh shit! That's what you said to yourself. Now, the next thing is, what if you didn't find a job next week? Oh shit, week. 8 months later, so shit, year. So understand, credit, time, and money. Credit, time, and money. The problem is, you jacked up the wrong card. You don't know the rules and tools to play anyway to win the game of business. So let's understand. 8 months later, everything's crap. You can't pay the house payment, the car, and you can't feed the kids or whatever's happening in your life. And then you drag it on 3 to 6 years. People have bad credit for 3 to 6 years because they don't know what the hell they're really doing. Listen to their friends and family. So the first thing is we should increase our credit score by asking for more credit when it's good. Next, we have to analyze the credit. Today, this analyzation. I've analyzed 50 million people so far. Here's a 400 to a 700. Is that okay? All right, here's a 635 to an 828. You see, there's a graph on your credit score. That's your heartbeat of the credit. So what you have to understand is you control the up and down show. Most of you blame other people, and I don't understand that. So if we understand the rules and tools, we can learn to win the game of business. This is a $50,000 card, Venture 1. 2 of these make $100,000. I would like to give you 8 credit cards today at $10,000 each, so they're easier to balance, okay? Now let's understand that $100,000. The way I designed this system for me and all of you behind the scenes while I'm training Ken Yarbrough, $100,000 of personal credit. Utilization 29%, $29,000. That leaves me $71,000 of safety. That's a year's salary, by the way. So you don't drag crappy credit for 3 to 6 years. Here's 12 million. Would you like to play? You see, if we get American Express cards, they don't fluctuate. Would you like a couple of million on that too? I've been doing this since I was 9.5 years old. Pretty good at it. What do you think? So if we get that 100,000, then we think about cutting out all the crap you waste money on every day. Then we have to look at a corporation. Let's go to the board for a minute. Let's write down you, because I believe you're a duck and a sheep. Let's write down 3 divisions of you. You had 3 chances to try. You could have created a line of defense, but you screwed up and you blew it. The next thing we have to understand is a corporation. Corporation, let's understand what that really means. If you want the American dream, you're going to have to incorporate it, like it or not. Bank of America bankrupt thousands of locations. Their parent company never does business. It owns businesses, branches, and locations called franchise. What? It's called a branch number. It's called a subsidiary. Grocery stores are franchises. Cities, grocery stores, and what do we do? The United States of America Incorporated. 50 corps, 50 states. So if we understand a corporation, when they sue the corporation, they'll tend to sue you. So what do we get to do? Let's create divisions, which I designed and I invented in 85, 86. Let's have a division. Let's understand what that means, okay? If I have a piece of property and I lease out the house, all right, and I have 5 houses or 5 divisions, I have 10 liabilities. 5 loans, 5 people who can slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. I must create my line of defense. Your Bank of America, B of A, okay, their parent company has branches. Their branches is what they bankrupt, keep the assets, and write off on their taxes, because that's called business. You got to create a corporate umbrella. Your problem is you and your lack of knowledge. Sorry to say it, but it's true. So if we look at a corporation, I'd like to give you $100,000 on a credit card. Would you like lines of credit instead? Would you like? These are 150s. If I get you this card, it's $100,000 POT, paid over time limit. It's unlimited, by the way. Here's another one. How much would you like? If I daisy chain, because I invented daisy chain of credit, then I can get you over $10 million of credit right away. But you got to understand how to focus on that too. See, corporate credit is a write-off. So understand, you keep trying to start a business by stealing from your family. I call that silly and dumb. Don't you think so? So what do? All right, now when I got my first storage unit, I asked my ex-father-in-law, would you like to partner with me? He said, yes. Okay, no problem. What happened then is our income for me, my cut, was $17,350 a month. He got the same thing. My corporation absorbed the money, didn't pay any tax till I was profitable, and my paycheck was offset because I was an S corporation, my house payment. I got to break even. So what you might want to think about before you go any further today is think about repackaging you. I believe you did it wrong, in my opinion. So today I'd like you to take a picture of this. If you put yes when you scan it later today, I'll invite you to the Dun & Bradstreet class tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I usually charge $500 for the class. You'll get it for free. But if you don't scan it and say yes, then the answer is no. There you go. So what did you do? You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family, and you said, honey, let's start a business. Oh, goody. Let's jack up our credit cards. Let's drop our score. Get stuck, can't get anymore. Let's hawk our house and bring the pain home to you and me being stupid. Well, that's what people do. We're not stupid, but we sure do a lot of stupid things, don't we? But again, the goal is to never bring the pain home. So as we play this game today, let's remember something. The NACB, National Association of Credit Bureaus of America, certified me as #1 consultant worldwide. Very simple. I'm the one who created the 29% rule, period. All credit cards fluctuate, but these two do not. All credit cards what? Fluctuate. You're the one making your score going up and down, and you jacked up the wrong damn card in the first place. You screwed it up yourself. So understand, we're going to get you to a 750. I'll even guarantee it. I carry a $2 million bond as well if you do what you're told to do. From there, you have basically a collection item. What do? For 5 ways to kill the debt. If you don't have all your tax returns, I tell you to get back with the IRS and get a form called 656 of 433A and B. In other words, you got to get yourself back in the system. They're in control of everything. The IRS, SSN, SS4, SS5. That's how it works. Okay. Credit repair, that's not me saying fraud. It's the Federal Trade Commission right there. They say credit repair is against federal law, period. Maybe that's why they indicted Daniel from Credit Repair Cloud. He's going to prison. So is Chipmunk Face. What do we got? Credit repair. Now you got new people on social media going blah, 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 blah. If you want someone to lie for you, then pay them. If you want to rebuild your credit the right way, then listen to me. Now, write down Section 611. Section 6, Google it, simple. Now, 35 years ago when I wrote Winning the Credit Game, All right, when I'm training Kenya Harbor, all these are letters for creditors and credit bureaus. Okay? So again, take a picture, download it later on today, give it to everybody for free. What do you think they're using on social media? My letters anyway. Why is that? Do it yourself. Up to you. Now, you might want to get debt crisis intervention. Years ago on all the credit bureaus, it said consumer credit counseling. By the way, that was my company. So debt crisis intervention, here's a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, knowing what you're allowed to say or do. Now, Analytical 750, I'm endorsing them because they have all three credit bureaus. When I go get a Chase credit card for somebody, I got to look at Experian because that's who they poll. Chase usually personal and business cards up to 22 months, no interest. It's kind of like free money. Unfortunately, Credit Karma should be fired. Take a picture, scan it later today, sign up. What do? Me, I just reach all my goals no matter what I say and do. I've never had an excuse. I have everything I ever wanted. I bought my first Lamborghini, by the way, at 14 and a half from an auction. Why didn't you? I didn't go to high school. I was in college. It would have wasted my friggin' time. See, I didn't like eating out of a trash can to be used and abused. I wanted to have hell. So what do you have to do? It's a mindset. If I can touch it, I can kick it. See it, believe it, go get it. So I want you to think today, it only takes 38 steps to reach a goal, and we have to hear something 8 times to master it. Hear it again and again and apply knowledge. Now, auto income. I didn't know what to call it. I'm 17 and a half years old. I got 22,000 payphones. I'm doing 6.6 million a month, having fun. I got 19 houses. I call it auto income. I want to pay my bills. Nowadays, it's passive or residual income. I don't give a crap. I need money coming in. Would you like $10,000 a month coming in automatically? See, that's where you screwed up. You didn't focus the right way, in my opinion, to be winning the game of business. My next series was simple. I wanted to write books for dummies. When I do something new, I feel stupid. I have to master it. But that was already taken. So I created the Millionaire's Founders Kit. 12 books, 12 CDs, one for every month of the year. 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. I'd like you to get your cell phone ready in a minute, if you would, please. Let's think. If I take your corporation today, or even get you a new one for free, I can get a platinum or gold card. What the goal would be is I want to get 9 more cards. See, that 100,000 now, if I daisy chain it my way, creates $1 million of credit. 1 million. Borrow money is not taxable. So quit stealing from your family. Why, when you drive down the street and see the Wendy's restaurant, why don't you say, why don't you own it? You've been driving by your opportunity your whole life and didn't even pay attention to it. I'd like to get you 100,000 a month if you allow me to. Take a picture. I'd like you to laminate that, put it on your refrigerator, your desk at work, make it your screensaver. There's your goal. To get something in an escrow, you need $25,000 minimum. You take it off of a line of credit. There you go. Maybe you want to own more of the restaurant or the whatever it is, or storage unit. I started the Puppet Master Club 40 years ago. It's simple. For instance, this is me with 2 of the buildings out of 2.2 billion in real estate and 2 of the cars out of the 21 car collection. By the way, just that alone is 1,013 divisions. See, like my professor said when I was in college, "You're paranoid, Ray." I said, "Hell yeah, someone's always going to try to steal my shit. I don't want to have anything in my name." This form was created in 1985, 86 in the right way. Before then, it said husband, wife, and partner. I got a letter in the mail that said I have to pay franchise tax fee in California between $800 to $1,000 per corporation. Would have cost me $1.2 million a year. No, thank you. I was lucky enough to say, and they told me I can create a form or modify one. You will create a division, and I'll do it for you to set up the credit reports and get you the credit right away. You'll be number 4A. One of my corporations will be 4. If I need more people in a project, I'm going to have a 4A, B, and C, the way I designed it. Would you like to own 25% of the Wendy's or the storage unit or the laundromat or the dry cleaners? I wrote books on all this years ago as well. How much would you like, 25, 50, or 75? You get to decide how much you want of a piece of something that creates an income up to 5, 10,000 to 100,000 a month. It's called auto income, by the way. I've done this since 1987. Why didn't you have the opportunity to pay attention? I don't know. What do we get to do next? Simple. If you partner with me, I want you to have 200,000 in credit, personal and business. I want to get you 25 subdivisions in a blueprint call. I want to talk to you every 3 weeks for 12 months. Is that okay? It's $45,000. Today, if you want it at a discount, it's 20 grand. You save $25,000. If you don't want the goodies, it's simple. I'm still going to give you the 3-day summit for free if you did it while I'm online. I had 2 people argue the other day because they did it after the fact, so you don't get the boot camp. Forget it. You got to do it when I said so, not because you want to do it later. It's now, or forget it. 3-day summit. If all you want is the no goodies, and you're going to get coaching for that partner with me, is 10 grand. But you'll get the 3-day summit for free if you did it while I'm online. If not, then you have to pay for that separately. If I give you 50,000 in credit, and you want to go to the summit, August 29th, 30th, 31st, I'm going to charge you $5,000. But you get 50,000 credit on top of that. What do? Take a picture, scan it later today. What do? 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. So let's understand. I'm at the Los Angeles Bonaventure 32 years, every Wednesday night, Long Beach Marriott, Ontario, all right, Marriott as well, and I'm having fun. Selling my system for $5,000 a set. There's me in 2009. That was my oh shit day. You see, the night before we took one of my yachts out behind in the backyard, Huntington Harbor, no problem, 72 people. We took out the metal yacht. Okay, and why not? Someone had a virus. I get to go in a coma and die the next day and come back and help you. My wife freaked out. She asked Ron to help, and he did what? He went to the office to steal my books and CDs. Tom sold my websites and phone numbers to a porn site. So the people you think are going to help you, they might not be there to help you. They might be there to help themselves. If you want, again, this 3-day summit by itself, I'm going to give you 50,000 in credit, and I'm going to basically charge you $5,000. If you don't want any credit, you'll stay home and watch it for 3 days for $19.99, have a pizza party with your friends and family, where they can learn too. It's free if you sign up for me partnership during a webinar only. What do? There's your Zelle. If you need to call the office right away, talk to a specialist, 800-254-9506. There's my personal email address, need some help too. So let's understand. I'm going to blueprint you. I need you to focus on this, okay? When I was a little boy living on Delane Street in Torrance, Joanne wired Apollo 9, 11, 13. Everything for her, because she was a NASA engineer, kept saying the word blueprint. It's how you build something, okay? So when I went to the library, I'm thinking, where's the blueprint? I didn't find one. So I created the blueprint of success as a kid, and I own the rights to that. So I want to talk about your past, present, and future. Your good, bad, and ugly. I want to talk about if you have a bankruptcy or a tax lien. Did you screw American Express or Chase? I'll need to know that. Family, corporation, divisions need 18. Irrevocable trust, we're going to plan to live, we're going to plan to die. That's the way it needs to be. The car is a division. Houses, trust. Auto income. Cash flow for your time. In my book, 49 years ago, by the way, even though someone else tried to use that as well. Blueprint of success, I'm $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day. This blueprint here is $2,000 to you and your partner of life. If you did it during a webinar, now, it's half price. And all you have to do is you get it for free if you partner with me anyway. It's up to you. What are we looking to do? I want to create your daily, weekly, and project list. I want to tell you what to do. I want you to fire yourself and hire me because you failed. Sorry. You didn't get to million to billion. I'll get you there and I'll guarantee it. I have no excuses and neither do you. Reality is I accomplished every goal I've ever had. Even when I kicked at the light that night, it's only 13 feet, still have this gouge in my head to this day. So what do? If I can touch it, I can kick it. I like goodies. You like goodies? Let's get you some goodies and always say, always good. Thank you, Jesus. That's the way we have to do it every day. Now, if you want $1,000 today, just give me 5 referrals. You can actually take a picture right now, and you can basically sign up for the referral program. You can put your 4 or 5 references or referrals, and would you like a check or a Zelle or store credit? So again, rags to riches, that was me born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. My mommy didn't want me, so guess what I got to do? eat out of a trash can and be homeless many times. So your corporation is going to need Dun& Bradstreet. Take a picture, scan it later today. Now, the future is here. Analytical is going to call you every 46 days, and they're going to talk to you. Not like Credit Karma has no phone number to help you in the first place. It only has 2 agencies in the first place. They're missing Experian, the #1 for banks to get lines of credit. So guess what, Credit Karma, you're fired. $25 a month, every 46 days, they're going to bug you. Then they're going to set up your corporations Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, and play in that game too. You get to play. One source, one way to play the game to win. Take a picture. You can scan it, sign up later today, or you can call the office right away and ask for Julia. It's simple. Now, a corporation is a legal person. It's right there. I heard this when I was a little boy, listening to a poker game over from the distance. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day because I knew the library was next door. Man, what does this mean? See, I was reading books, and I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old. I'd read up to 15, 20 books a week. I'm possessed. I want out of hell. Well, the lady at the library walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes later, here's a marker piece, here's a book. I was looking for a blueprint. It didn't exist, so I had to create it. A corporation may sue or be sued. If you have a corporation today, you're on the Secretary of State's website. So when they sue it, they sue you. Congratulations. If you would understand that I started my first one, I was 9.5, cost me $10. That same corporation today is $30. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail back then without applying for credit. So this is what taught me all about credit and learning to play the game to win. I was just wanting to be the bank. Don't you want to be the bank too? I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5 years old. I used the word Braille. It belonged to the Braille Institution. Didn't know that until I got sued in a lawsuit. If your corporation today is sued, they're going to name you in the lawsuit. You're the only voice it has. If you guarantee car, building, lease, or credit card, they're going to come get you. You're the duck and the sheep. You should have had 3 divisions of you. This is where you screwed up too. You had the right to. You can do it starting today. Now, the goal is to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. This means flat out today, I want you to think about today's classes and tomorrow. Hey, I've been online 6 days a week up to 49 years. Where the hell you been? I'm the #1 consultant worldwide anyway about personal business credit. You might want to play and find out how to get some goodies. I like goodies. You like goodies? We get to play my way for a while. Take a picture here. Articles Corporation for free. Send it to all your friends and family. Simple. See, the articles are free. You just pay a little filing fee between $30 to $100. Now you get to learn to play with me. Now I got 11 classes in rotation. Tomorrow the specialty class is down in Bradstreet. Is that okay? We're going to play my way a little bit. Next Saturday and Friday we have one for division process. We're going to have some more fun. But again, if I take borrowed money not taxable, I can use the corporate credit to buy the what? To Wendy's restaurant, to Jack in the Box, and McDonald's, fourplex apartment complex. See, if you look at manageable debt, $100,000 of personal, $1 million corporation, and auto income, you can learn to leverage money. That would be the goal. But again, my dashboard I set up in '87. The reason you want me to do your corporate credit and division process is because I own the dashboard in '87 that gives instant credit reports to Experian, Treasury, and Equifax by tax ID or SSN. We get to play my way for a while. But again, today if you need $100,000 credit, the office will cost you 10%, 10 grand. Their discount today is $8,000 for that $100,000 if you want it. If you did it with me, it's $7,000. You save a little bit of money. If you Zelle, you save 10%. That's $100,000 for you. If you want $100,000 to the corporation, we should just double the number to make it $13,000, $14,000, right? Today, if you want $200,000 credit, $100,000 for you, one for the corporation, you're looking at literally $8,000, $999. So it's $9 grand today. So you get the big discount. If you Zelle, you save 10% on that too. Or you call the office at 800-254-9506. There's your Zelle information as well. What is our goal? Repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. That's my goal. See, I like goodies. You like goodies? You see, today, if I have a shitty day, I'm going to get in the Lamborghini, and it's going to go. What does it do? It makes me than any man could ever have. Okay, listening to that engine. But it's not mine, but I got the keys. See, I'm not dumb enough to put anything in my name. I learned that at 8.5 years old. But I got the keys. Isn't that fun? We get to play the game to win. I like winning the game of business. I designed it in 1976. So today you get to listen to me and show you how to get to a 750 score in about 90 working days if you do what you're told to do. No problem. It's live, and I get to tell everybody what to do because I've analyzed people, over 50 million people in the last 49 years. You get an investigation sheet. Now, first of all, please don't screw up my program. Please. If you jack up credit cards or you apply, you crash, wrap, or rescore, I have to charge you a fee. I had 13 shitheads last year giving me crap. I sued them each for $100 million. See how the other one, I'm going to do social media. I know everything about you. Not only did I sue them for $100 million, I froze their credit reports, and then I went to their employer, and they found out they're a shithead, and they got fired. Now they can't get a job. I hate liars. I will squish them like a bug, wouldn't you? Isn't that terrible of me? So don't lie. If you screw up, own your damn screw up. All right? Because guess what? I'm going to come get you if you don't. It's ridiculous that people blame other people. You're in charge of you. Do not screw up my program. I'll get you a 750 score, and I'll guarantee it too. But again, if you screw up, I got to load it again and redo the wrap or rescore. I'm going to charge you a fee or close your case. Don't like it? Too bad. That's just the way it works. There's me in the coma. I died at 5:41. I get to hear everything going on. All right, my tax return tricks my wife to sign a POA. She signed $3.7 billion away. Kind of sucks. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to take out my heart and take it away. I was given a choice to stay in peace and go back. I said, go back. My wife's falling apart. So I don't have excuses, neither do you. By the way, I moved 24 times with a lot of shitty people by the time I'm 11.5 years old. Born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Raised in Torrance, Watts, and Long Beach, and all the good areas. I've been shot 3 times. I've been knifed 6 times. I'm still here trying to help you. You going to pay attention? So don't give anybody your sad story because nobody really cares, to be honest with you. I don't think anybody gives a you know what. We get to play my way. Let's go get it. If I can touch it, I can kick it. Ooh, my grandfather. I met him 3 times, didn't know if it was even grandpa. Did you know my grandfather's Richard Bishop, who won the Olympics in '32 from gymnastics in Los Angeles? Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High? They made a movie after him too. He didn't give a shit about me either. All right. But you know, he looks like Al Capone as far as I'm concerned. So guess what today? You're going to learn this too. I want you to take your driver's license out. I don't want you to change it to P.O. Box like mine. That's right. I want your insurance of your car. All right, P.O. Box. I want basically the registration, P.O. Box. Because why would you give a stranger when you did a bumpity bump where you live? Isn't that kind of dumb? See, you should understand the Privacy Act, by the way. Let's protect your assets. And never bring the pain home. Let's analyze you. Let me at a wrap or rescore I invented 46 years ago. Let's play my way and get you a 750 score. Let's get you a big boy and big girl cards, 5 to 10,000. Not the little shitty ones you have today. Let's do a wrap or rescore. Let the legal department, paralegals, tear apart your credit report legally for the next 9 months. We're going to charge you $1,500. If you did it while you're online with me now, you save $500. And then you learn never to bring the pain home. You're stuck with me. Isn't that fun? But it's up to you. What do we do next? Get you ready for CFO ready, Chief Financial Officer. If you have a corp, let me build it for you. How about if I put a corporation, your corp, and put $1 million on it? Would that be all right? Would you like that to finance your American dream and write it off on your taxes? See, your problem is you, not the lack of knowledge. So what do we do? If you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. I like to give you $25,000 of credit for $2,500, 10 times your investment. Analyze, add history, and pop credit right away. And don't think about those trade line crap because those are fraud anyway. If you did it today, you go into my class for 90 days, and then from there I'm going to save you another $500 to do that for $19.99. What do you need to do? All right, Zell or call the office and ask more questions and talk to a specialist right away. 800-254-9506. So do you want to be rich? You want to be a millionaire? You're all going to go, yeah! Here's the problem. I believe social media is confusing everybody because these people aren't rich. They act like they're rich. See, they're actually puppet masters. They own rich corporations. So if I ask you, want to be a millionaire, say no. You want to be a millionaire corporation, say hell yeah. 9 divisions, that's 9 lines of credit. There's $1 million. That's 9 locations of something. So if I did this correctly, I could have all the houses. If one screwed up, I got all the other pieces. I modeled this like the banks and groceries in the cities do. Don't you want to win? If you have a son and daughter, I got 5 daughters and a son. Guess what we get to do? They've been trained since day one. Yes, I train my kids. This is my son who's 11 years old, his courtesy checks from his credit cards. My daughter who's 17. You don't get it. They have 800 plus scores. They've been trained the right way since day one. So are my 13 grandkids. So we build their future. How about a grandson and granddaughter? How about they start out right, the right way to play, my way? Division process. My dashboard set up in 87. Instantly Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Credit report, add history, pop credit. After I get the credit for you with you, then I daisy chain it per your divisions, and then we get separate tax IDs. Would that be okay? So today, each division's $999, $1,000. Add history, tax ID, and credit ready to go. Would you like 3, 9, or 12? Take that picture right here, because they're giving you a discount during the webinar. 3, 9, 12. If you did it while we're online here, I double the numbers at no extra cost. 3 is 6, 9 is 18, 12 is 24. There you go. And all you got to do is Zelle, call the office right away. Simple to do. Now, here's my problem. When I analyze you and I do an investigation sheet, and you have a capital 1, I don't know which one you got. It doesn't say venture, venture 1, venture X, doesn't say quicksilver 1, or even platinum. You're going to call the office, and you're going to talk to your specialist. You're going to tell us exactly what type there are. Write it down. This is a checklist for you. Now, if you screwed up American Express or Chase, I need to know that as well, because I'll have to do a division of you to get them again, because they don't forgive you ever again. But I'll show you how to do it anyway. All right. So if I have a division of me, I can replace anything I screwed up before. And I can guarantee the lease or the finance or a car as a division versus me using my SSN. The right way to do it anyway. So now Rapid Rescore, I created that 46 years ago for mortgage companies and Rapid Refresh. If you notice, everyone here did what they were told to do. They're above a 750. A Rapid costs $500, so that's why I don't want you to crash it and screw it up. All right, so it's a Zelle if you need one today, very simple. Or you call the office right away and they'll give you a little discount right away. There you go. So telling you the truth is very simple, but do you really want to hear the truth? See, you're not here to rip off your creditors and be a damn crook. Okay? That's what those credit repair people do. They try to lie and get away from that collection item and everything you're trying to do. Understand something. If today you Zelled $1,000, we're going to add $10,000 to your package with the tax ID and give you to level 1 as well if you want. But it's up to you to talk to your specialist right away. Corporation division process, understand? So what's a corporation here? Legal what person? It's right there. Huh. If I jacked up all my credit cards, I need some money to pay them down, right? So let's take a picture here. That supplied credit can turn into cash. About $51,000, by the way. So we got to show you how to reduce your debt. If you're military, thank you for your service. If you have a family member in military, I'm going to show you how to get an access code. All right, I got people on social media, you get Navy. Unless you're military access code, you're not getting Navy ever. Okay, they're lying. So understand something very simple. Navy's great. 550 score, I can still get you $20,000 to $50,000 of credit. I only got my Navy because I was in a government program, sucked into it as a kid. So again, another way to create money, winning the game of business. Now, I'm going to create credit reports for corps and divisions using credit, cash credit, and tax IDs. I have 12 million of this to put in over 62 million of it. If I add you to one of my accounts and I get you ready, I pop you a credit, it allows me to do separate billing. That way you get your own account off my credit history. Is that okay? What do we do? Number 6238. You're a rebuild, you want $10,000 in credit, George is your specialist, okay? There's no inquiries. Please, please keep it that way. Okay, I can take this person to 750 in 3 months or less. Very simple. What do we have here? Let's understand it. American Express. So you didn't screw it up. Please don't screw up Chase American Express, please. Now let's position this correctly. Okay, Capital One. Capital One, you go online, you click on I'm going to pay a payment. It opens another window. It says I want. I click I want. Other left-hand side, second to the bottom, increase your limits. There's only two things on cards you can do. Pay it down or increase the limit. I'll show you exactly how to do both of those simultaneously. And again, I don't have to ask about Chase or Express. You have them both. Good. The ink cards are about 35,000 plus, by the way. So if we balance this a little bit and understand, why don't we take a little bit from the bottom of those creditors and pay down the top a little bit? We could balance this. If you would balance this in 90 days or less, I can get you 100,000 in credit. But again, all right, you're just a credit rebuilding program. Okay, no problem. We got 5614. Okay, see, the reason you're getting TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, they've been onboarded to an analytical 750. Real dashboard, not this crappy Credit Karma crap. Okay, here we got rebuilt rapid. You want to get $500? Hey, I can pop that when you have a 450 score. Okay, let's give you that and be done. We're done. Well, again, what? Oh, we're jacked up 98%. Wow. And you got Chase. Don't screw this up, please. All right, I like to help you position yourself and get those debt to ratios down to 29%. All right, this person here can have 100,000 credit in 60 days or less, but they're only getting $500. Okay, that's no problem. Maybe that's all they want. See, here's a problem. Every one of you, after your credit's rebuilt, you screwed up 3 more times in the next 5 years. That's right. Unless you get the discipline down, you're going to keep playing the up and down show. Here is 6239. Rebuilt, rapid, 5,000 credit. George is your specialist. You have a collection item there. Okay, it's a zero balance anyway, and you were late on something. We've got to get rid of the late. We cannot. Here's the problem with the credit repair. You're late. Let me remove the late. They're going to lie and say you were never late. Understand, creditor's going to close the account if you do that. So guess what happens? So let's understand. PNC Bank, okay, Capital One. We can increase it. Look at the limits here. Your limits suck. You have one basically for 8,000. The rest are crap. Sorry, let's balance this. Let's push you up. Let me get you some 5 or 10,000 or credit cards. Let's get you some big boy or big girl cards, okay? Because your limits suck. They do. It's ridiculous. How are you going to do anything with a limit of $500 or $1,000? Come on. Again, you only get 5,000. You need 100,000 to play, but it's up to you. You ever screw with American Express or Chase? Need to know that too. There's Chase right there. Okay. 6247. Look at all this collection stuff. Look, you're ripping off everybody. That's nice. You even screwed up Open Sky. I don't understand. You got 3 ding-dongs on all these social media things. You need a Capital One secured card. Ooh. That's an inquiry. That's called stupid. Okay, you need an Open Sky card to let me do it for you. There's no inquiry. It's the only card to start anything in the first place. You screwed up Open Sky, 2 of them, and that's your own damn money. Once you find out what's there, you can actually get a refund or something. I don't know. But again, what do we have to do? Rapid rescore goes around your crap. You got all this shitty credit here, and you still got 700 scores. Okay, Jake's your specialist. You're rebuilt. You get 10,000 in credit. But again, here's our problem. You have no credit. You got nothing at all. Let me build you some cards, some real boy and big girl cards, okay? Because this is ridiculous. Better go around the crap. Any problem, American Express or Chase? Here's 6248. No inquiries, please keep it that way. Even though you screwed up Capital One, I'll get you another Capital One card anyway. Rapid will go around and get you another card and rebuild you. But again, you're Jake's, all right, he's your specialist. Rebuilt 10,000 in credit, okay. But again, we're jacked up. See, Discover here is like anything else. Okay, there's a way on the dashboard to increase the limit. I know whose file this is. It was on my desk this morning. Capital One increasing the limits on that, so balancing all that. If this was all balanced right away, or at least brought it down, we get to do what? Push you up and away. He wants more credit. Well, he should go after 100,000, or personal and business 100,000. Got to go around the garbage, and what do we get to do? See, the problem is, look, he's got one card at 19,000 Discover. The rest are under 10,000, 2,000, 3,000. That sucks. How are you supposed to live on a card you keep jacking up? That's the problem. Get supply credit, bring them down, and let's play the game to win. Up to you. 6249. Rebuilt Rapid 5,000 credit. George is your specialist. No inquiries. Please keep it that way, please. Again, here we have one collection item, no problem. Here we have to look at 93%. Oh my goodness. All right. Do you have Navy, or did you ever military or family member or not? See, every one of you, if you let me line it up, I can get you up to 50,000 loan and 80,000 on cars to balance your debt across the board. You got First Premier, the worst card on planet Earth. Congratulations. They charge you $95 just to use the card when you first get the damn card. It's ridiculous. But again, you really don't have anything besides that. Credit one. Okay. So we'll get to balance this debt, solve the problem, rebuild it from there, get rid of the collection item as well. But it's up to you. Any problem Express or Chase, need to know that. 6026. You see the line in the middle? That is your heartbeat. Every credit score has a heartbeat. This is mini coaching, rapid rescore, 25,000 in credit, and David is your specialist. Okay. Always find and watch the bouncing ball, because that is it's your heartbeat. That's what it is. So then you get 25,000 of credit. Okay. Let's look. Look at all the damn inquiries. You're allowed 6 inquiries every 180 days if you don't know that. That's the rules. And you have 2 collection items. Okay, let's get rid of the collection. One of them happens to be Chase. So we know you screwed up Chase. Okay, no problem. Did you screw up American Express too? We need to know that as well. So again, did you screw up American Express? Discover. 99%. Capital One's bringing down those scores. Okay. This is going to take 6 months to work on this project here. 6 months, and any problem, we have to get you past go. Here is 5796. You signed up a year or so ago, and you ghosted us and showed back up. Okay. All right, you got a couple collection items, and you're late on everything. What are we doing? It's a rebuild with a $1,000 credit line. Okay? But again, David took over the case because you showed up and called us again. I would just close your case, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I mean, if you can't be on time on a credit card or even the Department of Education, which you can get rid of that, what am I supposed to do with this? It's a mess. Okay, so I got to talk to David about your case number 5796. Hopefully you paid for a new Rapid or something. Because if you did, it went up 22 points. Again, we got to go around that crap. There's ways to do this. This is 6 months on this case, believe me. Because everything else, we got 138%. K Jewelers, what did you do? Go get a courtesy check and cash it or something? Look at all the authorized user crap. Every authorized user is screwing you up. 94%, 76, 77, 78. Get rid of all the authorized user crap because you don't need it. And the other cards you have are what? $500? Get rid of the crappy ones that are authorized users. You're not helping you at all. Any problem, American Express or Chase. And then we'll reduce the debt on those other 2 crappy cards. And then from there, I'll show you how to build it up and away. Again, that's going to be up to you if you pay attention. But you only get $1,000, and this should be closed anyway. We've got to find out some more information on this. Screw American Express or Chase, we need to know that too. Here's 6197. You're rebidding Rapid and get no credit. Okay, George is your specialist. Look at all the collection crap. Well, Rapid will go around the collection. Okay, no problem. From here, we have no credit. Wow. What we have to do is get you 3 starter cards, 3 payments, and 3 more big cards. That way, by the time we're done, we've got 6 cards. But again, this is where you're at today. This is definitely 7 months. Now, I can get you credit right away by building you up and away for $100,000. Be about 7 months to get around all that crap. Here we got basically 741. Oh, this is an old one. 741. Okay, there's your number. That's your case number. At least you have a graph going up and down, up and down. See, these other ones that are black and white like this, there's, using Credit Karma. Because the client shouldn't have signed up for analytical because we get all 3. All right. So here we have George. You get $1 million in the making. If you see MIM, millionaire in the making. $10,000 of credit. Okay. Look at all the inquiries. You signed up last year, and you did basically 2, 4, 5 inquiries. Why are we dealing with this? Why don't we just close the damn case? You're fired. Why would I want to waste my energy when you violate everything I was doing in the first place? All right, I'd love to help you, but I'm not doing it for free. I donate my time here, but that's because I choose to, not to work for you for free. So if you haven't paid for a rapid or something, I'm going to close your case. 5547, you don't deserve diddly squat. You don't know how to listen. I don't get it. Why would you screw it up? But again, you're in the 740s. I guess you're on your own. I mean, if this person could listen and clean these out, go around the inquiries, I can get them 100,000 credit in about 90 days. But I'm not going to do it when they keep doing inquiries. Look at all this in the same friggin' day. When you heard no, did you hear no again? Oh, you got basically Chase Sapphire pending. Well, that's good. It's not pending anymore. If you didn't get it, they killed it. Because they probably asked you to, an identification or a utility bill. Who knows? But again, we need more information before I just kill the case. 6048, 10,000 in credit, rebuilt, rapid score. Chris is your specialist. Good. No inquiry. Please keep it that way. You got two little collection, crappy little things. They don't go away. They keep hitting you again and again. Pay the damn things. It's $139. Pay the damn thing. But again, what do? Oh, Discover, we're jacked up. Look at all these limits. The limits suck. This is why you're having a hard time. Your limits are terrible. They need to be $5,000 to $10,000. Can you imagine trying to balance a $500 shitty card? I mean, which stack do I want to pull from? I got them everywhere. It's half the fun to play. But again, let's get you lined up and do it my way for a while, because I think your way kind of sucks. Sorry to say, but it's true. So this is going to be 90 days at the most. Here's 54.95. Rebuilt, rapid. Oh, 100,000. At least you got some meat in the game. All right. The inquiries. American Express and Chase. Huntington Beach. Why would you do that? Okay, why would you do that? You signed up last year and you got 3 inquiries. All right, hopefully you got the deal and you stopped and start the rapid or something. But again, what are we doing? Okay, you get 100,000 in credit. Let's look at those inquiries, go around that. Here we have all that. Oh, we're jacked up. There we are. Look at that. Capital One, $750 shitty limit card, 139%. See, this is the problem. That Discover, we could take from the 5,400 here and balance all this crap, shoot you to 750, and get you some big boy or big girl cards, 5 and 10,000. This is ridiculous. You'll never get, this is why I say you're going to screw it up again and again, because you don't get past go. You keep doing the same silly thing. We got to get you past go, get you 100,000 in credit. You should have a Chase card for 50,000. All right, personal. In business, all this stuff is simple. Wait, it's $500? I mean, are you kidding me? You got a lot of work here. But again, I don't want you screwed up again, but that's up to you. I would say this can be balanced in 60 days, push you to 750, and get you some bigger cards, some good cards. All right, it could be the same company, but these limits suck. Here's 54.95. Oh, you got approved for gold. Well, let's see. What did I do that for you too? Probably. So we got to figure this out right away. Okay. So we got the gold approved on 422. All right, let's see. So I lined it up and got it from that. Okay, let's see what we got to do next. Here's 5840. Rebuilt rapid, 25,000 in credit. Chris is a specialist. And when we started with 574, you went up another 60 points. Not too bad. What do? We have no credit. Wow. All right, we got a $300 Capital One card. At least it's 500. Put a little balance on it. And we have the gold declined. So here we'd have to get 3 starter cards and then build up and away. Again, you have the 300 card, put a balance on it, $20. Okay? Believe it or not, that'll help. Any problem American Express or Chase will need to know that right away. Here's 6011. Brandy's our floor supervisor. This is rebuilt rapid in 10,000 credit. See the line there? That's the up and down show. No inquiries. Keep it that way, please. Let's see. You screwed up Capital One for $41. I mean, what is this crap? $41. You screwed up. Okay. Chase. I need a division of you now. Okay. Let's get around the crap. From there, what a credit we have. We have 2 cards: an authorized user and BFA. Okay, authorized users at 98%. And since it's a blue card, it's not a gold or platinum, it's fluctuating. Get rid of the authorized user, pay down the $500 card to 29%, and I will push you to a 750 score in the next 8 weeks. Then I'll go around your crap and rebuild you again, if you allow me to. From here, we got 6256. No inquiries, keep it that way. You had basically First Premier, worst card on planet Earth, and you screwed up all those anyway. We had a bankruptcy in 2019. Let me ask you a question. Why didn't you seal the bankruptcy so it didn't show up on your credit file? You see, this is where silly people don't pay attention. Bankruptcy code is the Federal Protection Act. It's public record. I'm here to be CPA attorney. I would have sealed it so it never showed up. It's filed and discharged and dismissed. Okay, very simple. What do we get to do? We have no credit. So I got to start you over in 3 starter cards and build you up and away. Get around all your crap. Not hard to do, but it's going to be about up to 6 months. David is your specialist. Here's 6255, no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Let's see, you ripped off one bank for $36,000, $11,000, $9,000. Wow. Okay, you ripped off all these banks. That's not nice. Why didn't you pay your damn bill? Oh, I lost my job. I had an emergency, blah, blah, blah. Would you like someone to rip you off? No. So why would you rip them off? Sorry, it's just the way it works. So rebuild 10,000 of credit, no problem, it's a bonus. We'll get around this crap, push you to 720 at least, and then we got to look at your debt to ratio, capital one. Okay, so we can help you balance all that. You can take the chase and balances across the board. You'd be a 700 score. I'd give you basically 9.5 weeks, 10 weeks. Okay, getting at 10,000 credit. Can you at least let me pop you some real big cards, please? $10,000, $20,000 cards, please, because this little crap sucks. Here's 6242. No inquiries. Keep it that way, please. It's a rebuild, rapid score, and 10,000 in credit. Jay is your specialist. Okay. Look at all this. Discover 16,000, 81%. Wow. At least it's 16,000. There's a 10,000 card, some other pieces. So we can take from the bottom and balance it across the board. Are we anything of military help you do that as well? Let me know. American Express or Chase, any problem with that too? If we could balance the debt, no inquiries, keep it up and away, this person should be getting 100,000 of credit. I can add history today. From there, we get this balance. This is about 4 months or less. And I can get them 100,000 credit. Here's 6036. No inquiries. You have a collection account for $33.95. Got to find out what it's going to hit you again and again. It's a rebuild. $10,000 of credit. Chris is your specialist, no problem. Here we have everything jacked up and some things not jacked up. You got Truist. Okay, Truist is good at getting some lines of credit. First Premier. But again, your limits suck. I mean, you need $5,000 to $10,000 credit limits. This is ridiculous. You're going to play the up and down show the rest of your life. You're probably doing it 10 times anyway. So let's rebuild it the right way this time, okay? 750, 100,000 in credit, build you up, get rid of the little shitty limit cards, okay? And then what about a business? Let's do that as well. Any problem, American Express or Chase? Here's 5813, rebuilt, rapid, 5,000 in credit. Brandy's the specialist for you. She's our floor supervisor, no inquiries. You got Credit Karma. You should be setting up Analytical 750 today, by the way. I need to see Asperian. Oh, 101%, wow. Well, look at the limits, these suck. These limits are terrible. No wonder they're all jacked up because the limits suck. Sorry, it's just true. Got to rebuild this up and away and get you some better limits. Open Sky, wow, $200. Why don't you get your dollar back and close the account? You don't need it. Again, there's a lot of work to be done here. Okay, no problem from here. All right, so again, any problem, American Express or Chase, let us know. And I'll go over these case files with Brandy in the Monday morning anyway. That's 5813, the ultimate goal. Here's 6265. Rebuilt rapid, 10,000 credit. David's your specialist. And your score sucks, it's in the 400s. Well, the worst score I had during the pandemic was a 240. He just came out of prison, now he's in 810. See, we can get the goal to happen. Let's see, you're late on everything, congratulations. I mean, look at this, it's ridiculous, this is terrible. You signed up on 8/1/2025. Okay, you're late on everything else. These have to be on time 4 months in a row to get around them and up and away. Collection items, Rapid will get around that. Stop doing the inquiries, please. Stop, please. Okay, you're making it worse, you're making it harder. Again, what are we trying to do? Well, let's see, we're 100% across the board. School is first, Capital One, okay. All of those we can show you exactly how to increase the limits, all right, and decrease and basically open the gaps. Connector, well, it could be even a business one, but they show up on personal file anyway. All right, I hope you're part of Navy or could be. See, military can get you all kinds of goodies. The goal is to Ray Reynolds University to help everybody we can, the ultimate goal. So winning the game of business. It's not easy. If you want easy and somebody with a magic wand, I'm not the guy. If you want to rebuild it the right way and get long-term and never screw it up again and get $100,000 a month auto income, I'm the guy for that. Take a picture, scan, put yes, because I'll invite you to the Dun & Bradstreet class tomorrow. Corporation's your future. What do? We don't want to be rich. We don't want to be millionaires. We want rich corporations. 9 divisions and 9 locations. $100,000 a month instantly, and that's what we're looking to do. But again, that's your future. When I set up the dashboard that I did in '87, it's instant credit report, Experian, Chedger, and Equifax. And then I can take my credit and line it up for you and get you a second card and ask for separate billing. I don't need tax IDs until I want to do what? Separate billing and basically do what's called separate what? Daisy chain process. So today, if you want division process or $1,000 each with tax ID and history, 3, 9, and 12. If you did the discount today, you'd call the office right away. And what would happen, I would double the numbers for you if you did it while we're online only. From here, 100,000 credit, normally 10,000. They're discounting it to 8 today. Today, if you did it through me, it's discounted to 7. And that's 100,000 for you. Let's get 100,000 for the corporation as well. If you sell anything today, take a 10% discount. So if we want basically 200,000 in credit, it's $9,000. It's simple. That way we can build it up and away and add the history now and build you so you can finance the American dream. If you Zelle, again, you say 10%. Zelle's right there, or call the office, talk to a specialist. Our goal is to help you 6 days a week. I'm online 6 days a week. So when someone says, no one told me back, get your ass online and ask me a damn question. If they didn't call you back, maybe they left you a message, you didn't pick it up, or half the time your voicemails are full. I'm online, I no excuse for you. Again, we're gonna do what? Be a puppet master. I like that, 1,013 divisions. All right, got my first billion at 21, 2.6 billion, 26 to corporate structure. It's boring and steady. Take that picture. There's your future. The next time you drive by that Wendy's, ask yourself, why don't you own it? Laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash, apartment complex, storage unit. Shouldn't you play the game to win? We're going to take a division, and you're going to be 4A, and other people 4A, B, C. We're going to play because I'm going to line you up for the escrow. I'm going to do all the damn work for you while you just put money that I pop you on corporate credit, and you get auto income. All right? See, that's not hard to do, is it? But again, all you have to do is follow through a little bit more. What do? If you partner with me, it's $45,000 normally. Because you're getting 200,000 in credits, subdivisions, blueprint call, 12 months with me every 3 weeks. Okay. Today, with no basically here, it's 20 grand if it was done today, paid in full. If you don't want a bunch of goodies, you don't need the goodies, okay. Then we're going to charge you 10,000. And you get the 3-day summit for free if you did it during the webinar. If not, then you pay for summit separately. That's how it works. If you want the summit by itself, it is August 29th, 30th, 31st. What do we get to do? Well, you can scan it now and just sign up right away. But again, it's a little bit more if you do it not online with me. Okay. So all of a sudden, you're in the 3-day summit. Would you like 50,000 in credit? I'm going to charge you 5,000. Give the summit for free. If you want to watch at home with a pizza party with your friends and family for $19.99, you can do that too. Simple. And if you partner with me, it becomes free. I like free. So guess what happens? It's a Zelle, or call the office right away at 800-254-9506. There's my personal email address too. Never an excuse. If you want my teams to customize coaching for your business, 3, 6, 12 months, they'll do that as well. They'll program in and customize a program for you. See, what do we get to do? Simple. Today, I want you to write down Stellar Bank, Chase, and American Express. They have blueprint loans up to $250,000. As long as you're trading in and out of your bank account over 100,000 a month, you're no problem. I'll guide you and help you do that. If you're not, we'll use my account for you. Is that okay? See, I'm going to make sure you get successful no matter what you say or do. I'm going to make sure you follow through. That line of credit should be used for what? A franchise. All right, up to 250,000. But you better have 100,000 in and out of your account. If not, I do. If you want me to do it for you, with you, I connect that division under my corp for you, but I charge $5,000 to do that because I'm going to show them $500,000 a month in and out of my lowest account. We get to play. Isn't that fun? But I'm going to charge you $5,000 to set it up, and that's a Zelle only. I don't take card on that. If you want to fast track, you get 2 of them. All right, I can build one here, charge another $5,000 using my cards as well. We get to play. It's a Zelle. It's called the office right away, so they can explain it more for you in more detail too. What do? Help me, help you, help other people. Can you imagine today? I could have Zelled you $1,000 today if you just put your referrals into the system. And what happens? Would you like a Zelle? Would you like a check? Or would you like a store of credit? So we're going to look behind the curtain every time. We're going to basically stay safe, stay strong. We're going to do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal. So I would suggest highly right now, you call that office before now in the next 20 minutes. They will honor the prices I gave you. Very simple. At 3 o'clock today, I'm going to do a level 2. Find out if they invite you to that as well. That'd be kind of fun. So guess what? I'm having fun. I think you should have fun today too with you as well. So I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Call the office right away. All right, this is more of an advanced class a little bit. It's level 2, a lot of things to go up. And think about leveraging of money. We'll go with some foundations, but also to protect your assets, because the goal is never to bring the pain home. And it's easier said than done. I know it's a lot of fight, and you got to get it right. Understand there's no pictures or recording in the beginning, because I want you to take pictures of things that actually matter the most, like reaching the highest goal. Well, I did. Why can't you? I like goodies. Winning the game of business is important to me because I set up that in 1976. And I've created millions and billions. And I'm also the incorporator for rich and famous people as well. Level 2, another way to play the game to win. If you want to go to Dun & Bradstreet tomorrow, take a picture of this and basically click it later on and put yes, because I'll invite you for free. And what happens is Dun & Bradstreet, usually it's $500 per class. All right. The goal for me is like rebuild you. I'm sorry, but I think you did everything wrong, in my opinion. All right, you did 80% okay, but 20% it sucks. Repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. That's the ultimate goal for me. Now, we all know a corporation's a legal person because I'll tell you a million times. It's right here. Supreme Court deemed it to be true. Now, the problem, you think it's going to protect you. It does not. If they sue that, they sue you. You're the only voice it has. May sue or be sued. 17983 messed with me when I was 9.5 years old. I knew it was wrong. I knew it was completely wrong. Now, your corporation has 4 quarters. Let's write it down. March, June, September, December. The ultimate goal. Now, we have 4 things a corporation's allowed to do under raise rules and tools, and 7 for the division process. The goal is to create a corporate umbrella. That would be the goal for every one of you. And create a line of defense. So if they try to sue you, they can't kind of screw you up. Protect your family. See, when I was a little kid being dropped off at Redondo Beach Pier, every morning since I was 3.5 years old, I would gather magazines. And when on Redondo Beach Pier, I got caught stealing and the man gave me a choice. He'll call the police or take out the trash. I picked take out the trash. When you're on the pier, you can see Marina del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. As a kid, I kept gathering magazines. I knew I was as smart as they were. And the goal for me was simple. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I've been saying that to myself for over 40 plus years. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I don't want to be like you. I want you to do things that I do, but I want you to run your own race. So again, what do we do? Today, you're going to write down download, UCC1, write down UCC1. You're going to download it off whatever maybe a Chrome or whatever. Next, you're going to write down irrevocable trust. I thought I had it all planned out. I told my wife a long time ago, here's a black cassette, here's a letter. If I die, all right, any given time, you talk to these 5 people, that's it, and you watch the video. Hardest video I ever did is basically planning to die. I have a program in that as well. Unfortunately, when your tax attorney tricks her to sign a POA while you're in the hospital laying there going to die in a coma, all right, and you're screaming your head off, nobody can hear you. I think nowadays she knows exactly what needs to be done a little bit better. UCC1. See, when I die, my assets stay in the corporation structure, and that's the ultimate goal. You see, I don't want to leave anything to anybody. If I transfer an asset or money to anybody, that's called stupid. If I leave it in the system and they replace me as a president of the company, they don't inherit anything, they control everything. That's what I told Samsung to do years ago as well. But again, it's the ultimate goal to play. I want you to write down irrevocable trust. That's what you need to set up. When you buy a house, it should have been bought through the trust in the first place, by the way. Now we have to look at a couple of things. House has a deed of trust, car has a pink slip. What do you look at assets? Now I'm going to tell you again in every presentation, please don't screw up my program. You know, I hate when people say things about me and lie, but not everybody likes me and everybody likes you. If you screw up, own your screw up. Don't blame me, please. Don't blame me for your blah, blah, blah. Because if I got to add another rapper rescore and add some history again because you screwed it up, I'm going to charge you a fee. Now, the goal is to repackage you like your whole life and make you a certified CFO, making some money. What do we do? Well, when I set up the Ray Reynolds University, it was to help everybody I could. Like I'm trying to do today for you. What do we do? We're going to give you 12 feet in our office, and you're going to lease the feet. So I don't have to classify it as shared office space all the way. So you can use this office here if you want as your own office, wherever you're at as well, interstate and here and here. Now you're growing your company. You get in a business plan. Take a picture, scan it, sign up right away. If you need some help, Julie will help you do that too. Now, checkbook money. Let's think about something, okay? Now, there's two types of checkbook money. One's liquid that is due in 45 days as a payment. The other is a checkbook and a debit card. Understand? So if I want to do flippity-dippity-doos, here's my problem. My problem with me is I got tired of the buyer being a liar. I'm sorry, but most buyers are liars. I mean, look at 2008, all these screwballs. Stated income, countrywide, all right, loan to value, it's like crap. Everybody in 2008 screwed up. Hell, I'm teaching people how to be billionaires while they're screwing up all over the place. At 21 years old, I decided to be the bank. See, I got tired of doing flippity-dippity-doos. Okay, it was a pain in the ass set. So when I sold my first car back then, I did something a little different. I did an assignment of asset. So I kept the loan that I had, sold the car, made a profit, and they had to pay me every month for 7 years. By the way, that made me $413 a month for 7 years. When I sold a house, I'm the guy that created the form called assignment of mortgage in the 70s and 80s, by the way. That's $1,200 a month for doing nothing but selling the house, being income in the bank. Your problem is you. So I decided at 21 years old, I don't want to be a flippity-dippity-doo. See, I'd rather have a fourplex or apartment complex because it's the same pain in the ass that it is for a piece of property. So I want you to write down assignment of mortgage. I want you to write down assignment of assets, things that I created over the years. The real estate system I developed was controlling $2.2 billion of real estate, by the way. All right, in financial securities, it's simple. It's buckets of money, tax balancing, become the bank. So what is our ultimate goal? Is to win the game of business. So you're going to need Dun & Bradstreet because it's supply and vendor credit. So take a picture, scan it, sign up later today. What's going to happen is you're going to use the projections. If we have 3 divisions, understand, in a corporation, we can project 1 million in sales. We can show our intent, our mission, our ethics statement. That's the ultimate goal. So one of your utility bills at home, if you're a stay-home business, will need to be in the corporate name. Very simple to do anyway. So what do we do next? A resolution is a permission slip. And all corporations have minutes and bylaws. The resolution that I always create for me is I have no intent to do fraud, but I will sacrifice a division, not the corporate, my family. Simple. Resolution should be on stationery. The bank, they're all on commission. Your question is, how many divisions can I have? And are you going to check my credit report? Their question back to you is simple. How long have you been in business? All right, basically from there, how old is your corporation? And what is your projection of sales? Projection of sales should always be 1 million because they're put in the database as long as you have 3 divisions to justify it. They're all on commission anyway. So let's understand. The ultimate goal is when you look at the bank, what they're going to do is basically want to give you some money if you're all set up right way. I have a problem with my client named Robert. Robert and his beautiful wife have a $3 million house in Yorba Linda. Okay? And every time Robert builds house, he builds tract homes, he has to put a bond on his house. All right? And it's like anything else. I said, well, do it for the family. I said, Robert, your wife wants to kill you. Okay? Oh, I bought her the house, you made it a home, then leave it a friggin' alone. That's what I told him. Robert's problem is he trades $300,000 a month. In and out of his Bank of America account. In and out, in and out. It's coming and going as fast as it's going. Bank of America refused to give him a line of credit. Okay, simple. I said, I'm going to give you a line of credit for $100,000 and then to $1 million. So what do we do? Let's watch. Okay, let's go to the board. Let's have some fun. If I have $100,000, okay, I can reference 3. Okay, that means on the application over here, I have a bank account 100,000, CD 100,000, and a line of credit. 1 is reporting, 2 is liquid. Now they're going to give me times 5, okay, on my next application. That's $1.5 million. Just a basic way to leverage money. When I sat down with Warren Buffett years ago at a root beer float, I explained it to him too. And don't worry, I explained it to Steve Jobs as well, and cats at Disney, and Mattel, and Toll Brothers. Who do you think they taught? Donald Duck? You don't get it, do you? Okay? Your problem is you don't know who I am, really. You just see all the pieces in front of you. Good for you. You use products at home that I invented, if you don't know that, by the way. So, Robert, I got $1 million plus. What did we do then? We went to Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. All banks gave him $1 million plus. All right, you see, now he doesn't put a bond on his house, and his wife doesn't want to kill him. You never, ever, ever make a woman unhappy. You never make her unstable. You never make her concerned. Okay, your goal is to be her damn cheerleader. You cheer her as high as she wants to go, and you basically cheer her up, and she'll take care of you. And if you're a shithead, she wants to kill you anyway, but it's up to you too. So we're going to play my way. I like to play to win. Don't you want to play to win too? Money. Average balance $3,000, 750 score. That's up to 150 with no tax returns. If we leverage money, we get more money. Borrow money is not taxable. So why don't we play my way for a while? It actually works. So we get you the 750. We get you the green times 9, $1 million. B of A 3 times 9. Wells Fargo 4 times 9. Inc times 5, 9 as well. How about the gold and the platinum cards? See, now this is not just credit, then we're going to get up to 5.5 million, but then we're going to go get the line of credit. Your Bank of America, your Chase, your Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, all want a 2-year corporation. I have 3 left, that's it. One has divisions and subdivisions. And if you don't get it today, it'll be gone by tomorrow anyway. But again, maybe you have already 2 years, you're okay then. But again, what do? Checkbook money at the bank is a debit card in a checkbook. Navy is liquid in your account. So again, do we want to pay a bill right away or not? We have to understand how to play the game to win. But again, that's how you do it my way, again and again. So the $1 million maker can be you and I working together. Let's take in a little exercise a little bit, and let's think about something. All applications for business cash credit, 18 years ago, I got them all to agree as an affiliate to put division on the application. It's there right there. Every business application for cash credit has a division process, and no one's using it yet because they don't know crap. Pandemic slowed us down. What do? Now, they offer 99 more cards. If we take the Fair Lending Act and understand basically, Daisy Chain and I invented 113 ways to do that, every card can get 99 more cards. That's $100 million. So if we're going to do this right, we should build a foundation to be able to finance the American dream and quit screwing it up. And that's what most of you people do. You screw it up. American Express, they don't fluctuate. You jack these up and drop your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. These don't fluctuate. Use the right card from now on and quit knock off the screw up. American Express has a what? Blueprint loan up to $250,000. As long as you're trading in and out $100,000 a month. If not, then you're stuck. It's up to you. So if you want to play and get one of those shelf corporations, call the office right away. Or email me. It's up to you. The bank, wherever you bank today, find out do they have a 31-day CD. 31-day business CD. Chase and Wells Fargo does. So we can play to leverage money. So let's take Gerald to the mega church in Los Angeles. I got him $100,000 in a U.S. bank. We took $75,000, did a reference of 3 right there. That shows $225,000. The next application was $1,125,000. So then he got the 2 apartment complexes next to the church. You must learn to leverage money, because if you don't, the reality is you're going to run out of money. Manageable debt, $100,000 of personal, $1 million for the corporation, auto income, and leverage money. I've been teaching that for 49 years to rich and famous people everywhere you go. Who do you think they learned it from? Like I said, Donald Duck. If we take borrow money, not taxable, we can buy our lifetime income. That's a fourplex, that's a Wendy's, that's a Jack in the Box, it's a storage unit, it's a laundromat, it's a car wash, it's a friggin' what? Subway restaurant or Togo's. See, boring and steady. As an example, let's take $1,000 for the heck of it, put it in the bank and put $1,100. Let's put $1,000 in the CD, borrow against it, and pay back the same bank. The pattern of 3. the reference of 3. Let's understand. Money in the bank gets you more money. You have no money, they give you no money, no honey. It takes money to get money. That's how it works. If we build a corporate umbrella, we take what I created about daisy chaining of credit in the first place. Every card can get 99 more. So what do? We build scoring system. Every division should have its own score so we can get some more. But again, you have to learn how to play the game to win. You have to literally become a certified CFO. What do? Leverage money. As an example, $1,100 in the bank. Will you do what you're asked to do or told what to do? Most of you, yeah, I'll do anything, Ray, and then you don't. All right, so the reality is some of you do a half-assed job. CD, I got 5 names on the bank. Oh, I got a CD, 5 names on it too. I get to go get 5 lines of credit at one time. So then what do? Borrow against it. Again, will you do what you're told to do? Simple. You write a check right back to the same bank account. They're going to, huh? They're going to have to go, what are you doing? I was a consultant for banks for 29 years. Okay, I know how to play the game to win. That reference of 3, now times 5. What do we get to do? Play and win. So let's understand the reference of 3, all right, makes 1,000 look like 3,000. They might give you 150 to 15,000 now as we play the game to win because borrow money's not taxable. Borrow money's not what? So guess what we get to do? Corporate credit, building, and scoring. So we get more in credit reports that I set up for you. So the $1 million maker can be you and me working together if you want. If you get stuck, you see why people make me a CFO, I get to talk to their bank for them. And I do that basically in the what? In the basic coaching programs as well. We get to play and win. I get to tell your bank what to do. Isn't that fun? But again, would you like me to help you or not? Would you like to do it? Or would you do what you're asked to do? Again, it's going to be up to you to follow through. So understand, if I take 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25, 75, 75, or 100,000, borrow money is not taxable. So I can leverage anything into getting the $1 million dream. I literally got to 2007, 8, and 9, $1 million a day. Okay, isn't that fun? So you can play with me leveraging money if you want to. But again, you're going to have to listen and learn and follow through. You need 100,000 a day. Simple. I'm going to give it to you for 7,000. If you need 200,000 a day, I'm going to give it to you for 8,999. So now I get 200,000 credit to build you up and away. That is the goal. You Zelle, you save 10%. I like Zelle. Talk to a specialist in the office right away. Here's my personal email address too. No excuses. Level 3 is usually $1,500 literally for 90 days. You need some help getting level 3, call the office right away. What do? Resolution permission slip. The general power of attorney. I own nothing, but I control everything as a puppet master. I can create CFOs through resolutions. I can have a permission slip to control everything. And when I die, my resolution says my son takes over. He don't inherit anything. He just takes over. I'm fired when I'm dead. He immediately becomes president of the empire, controlling 10 billion. The assignment of money, all right, that I set up years ago, purchase a vehicle. How about purchase a boat? Every yacht and race boat, or actually a division, by the way, separate liability. The dual address. By the time I'm done with you, you're going to have home address, shared office space, or my location, and maybe a mailbox, etc. Why? Because you got a lot of crap mail that shouldn't come home. Officers list. I don't understand. 41% of you on your corporation has your home address as an officers list. That's plain stupid. You just told the world where you live, and they sell you on a mailing list every day. I don't understand. Why would you do stupid when you're not stupid? Tax ID, bank account needs a real address, catalog is marketing and research. Fine-tuning the division. I don't care what you name the division in the beginning because I'm going to change the name anyway. Call them XYZ 101 to 1000, I don't care. When I position it for Wendy's restaurant, or that store, that location, laundromat, dry cleaner, storage unit, they have a number to it and an address. We're going to change it around anyway. Why do I want the divisions filed now? Because the bank deems them they have to be 2 years old for a line of credit. We do a division, we file it, we publish it, we add it to the bank account. its date it was filed is its birth date. Same thing on a corporation. You have a 4A and B here, A, B, C, and D. So I don't like partners. I think partners suck. Your partners are your friends and family. Most of you ripped each other off. You got a problem with need and greed. My partnership is you give money to escrow and I get my piece, you get your piece. If you don't like each other, I just buy you out. I don't like to sell anything anyway. I like to keep it forever. Division of a division, reporting purposes, certificate of ownership. So a corporation being a legal person is a gift. But again, me setting up the cash reports for you under tax ID is a better gift for you too. You get to write it all off. So what do we get to do? See, the SS4 must file in 1120 or 1065. Again, you got to connect the dots. The IRS is in control. They're in charge. Play their game, learn to win. That's all I did. Closet divisions. I was always afraid to be broke or basically die, and that was my biggest fear when I was 26 with 2.6 billion corporate structure. I thought I was going to fat ugly and die. My professor years ago said, "You were paranoid, sir." So, hell yes, I want someone to take my stuff away. No, 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 no. Having closet divisions let me build another $60 million of credit. I bought my wife her next dream house. See, for me, I got to buy her the house. She makes it home. Leave me alone because I'm going to go kill it. That's my job as a man and a husband, okay, to fight the world for his family or die. That's what a real man should do, in my opinion. What do we do? Applications, mini financial resolution, bank statement, Experian, Trendview, and Equifax, cash credit, and then Dun & Bradstreet. So if we're going to daisy chain credit and create a corporate umbrella, we're going to daisy chain the credit back and forth in my system because I have the only system on planet Earth that does that, by the way. You don't do it through me? Good luck. It's not going to work, by the way. Isn't that fun? So you got to play with me or not do it at all. I like my way because it basically does one thing. It wins the game of business. If I get a card and I ask for 3 more, I want 3 to 5 payments. Then I want separate billing. Then I need separate tax ID. The matrix. Danny's problem with Danny is he didn't do the divisions fast enough. I bought the apartment complex through a division. I will not buy it through a corp because I call that stupid. I guaranteed it is a division of me, SS4, not SSN. Each one of those tenants were given an option. Would they like to basically own their unit? Oh yeah, I like to own it, but I got no money to put down on it. Goody. I'll tell you what, we'll do a second trustee, you pay a little bit more. So the same people, same numbers, what did I do? For every piece that I did an assignment of mortgage, homestead blocker, you see someone in chattel mortgage, that's 300,000 of notes for every unit. Take 300,000 times 64 units, and then it'll tell you how much I have to leverage the money to be the bank on that location. See, I want to win. I'm going to win every damn time. That's just me. I want to be the bank. That's how you play the game to win every time. Division process. In my system, 9 is 9 locations and 9 lines of credit is 18. 18 is 36, 36 is 72. Your goal is to look at the original books 40 years ago. Corp, division, 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 subdivisions. That was $16 million of credit, by the way. Why not? Where are we going to get the money from? I'm going to mommy and daddy, a family. No one gave a shit about me. I'm a piece of shit in the corner, as Mrs. Hopes used to say. So what am I going to do? All right? How am I going to get anywhere? How are you going to get anywhere? You finance the damn thing and you write it off on your damn taxes. I looked at every which way to do this. And I created a way. So divisions for your son and daughter and your grandkids too. Let's teach the next generation how to do it right. My way. A division, parent company 100. 100 decides to have 3 babies, 101, A, B, and C. Oh, we get to do it again and again. The filing date is its birth date. Once they're 2 years old, we got a line of defense. You get credit cards now, and we have lines of credit. Lines of credit, $100 million. Is that okay? We get to play my way. Divisions. I add history. I set up the credit reports for you. Simple, then I ask for separate billing. Each division is usually $1,000. Today, 3, 9, and 12. Discount with or without credit. Take a picture. Talk to the specialist at the office. Simple to do. What do? I double the numbers today if you did it while I'm online today only. After that, forget it. All right, it's a Zelle, or call the office right away, or email me too. Simple. Now let's look at that SS4. I'm 9.5 years old. I got 100,000 credit came in the mail. Mrs. Hope called someone that was at that poker game. By the way, it's Ted Turner, Turner Broadcast. He didn't give a shit either. Neither did his wife, okay? All right, when Mrs. Hope called me the piece of shit in the corner. But that's okay. He came, how'd you do this? All right, I had explained to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old, 26 ways how to use an SS4. Something you don't even know how to do today yourself. Line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. Don't you realize his wife was Jane Fonda? She didn't give a shit about me either. She didn't step up to help me at all. So what do you get to do? I'm fighting to get out of hell. Division, 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 tax ID. What do I get to do? Per entity. Banking and credit purposes right there, line of defense. I built a line of defense. You have 89 ways how to use the division, not abuse it now. I created that as well. What do? Get a paycheck. Why? Because I want you to. Get an SS4 paycheck, an SSN, and get an ADP or paycheck to do that for you too. Because your house payment is going to offset taxes anyway. For 24 years you pay the house payment, it's all usually interest, and you pay the house in the last 6 years anyway. You could actually design to break even the rest of your life if you want to. But again, that's what Trump did when he said he paid $750 in tax. And by the way, that was only a tax bill to pay the person to file it. He paid no tax at all. Again, debt follows tax ID. What do? How do you disconnect the division? Well, UCC1 and assets. What do? Partner in what? Subsidiaries. I don't like partners unless it's my way because I think everybody fights. I've watched too many people fight and get needy and greedy. We don't need tax ID until we separate billing, by the way. What do we get to do? Win the game of business. So your entity is a division. Eventually become a corporation called a subsidiary. Then we're going to suck out all the money and land in Nevada and break even everywhere. Is that okay? And if you bankrupt while they're connected like the banks and grocery stores do, guess what? You write it off on your taxes. You get to play and win again and again. Adopt a trade name, trademark, copyright. What do? It's Ray Reynolds, the Godfather credit, saying repackage your life as a CFO. There's the goal. See, the money-making machine can be you. That's the ultimate goal for every one of you. So what do? Very simple. The Ray Reynolds University to teach you how to play the game to win. You don't have your time, do you? Let's go to the board. Let's understand what we're trying to do today. And the ultimate goal is winning the game of business. And that's the goal for all of us. So as we do all these silly things. So I want you to get out a tablet and a pen. And I want you to understand what you're allowed to do and what you should do today. Okay? Very simple. Okay? So we're going to build a little bit of a matrix just to have some fun. So here's you. Write down you. Put your house here. No problem. Then you have a car. Fantastic. Draw a line. Very simple what we're going to do. That car has a registered owner and a lien holder. Got it? Now what happens, here's the corporation. You build a corporate umbrella. You have your divisions. Okay? You're building a line of defense. Okay, over here, by the way, you're going to buy a Lamborghini spaceship or you're going to have a nonprofit. Okay? And over here, you're going to have a LLC in Nevada, by the way. Okay? You're going to have the pattern of 3 and the pattern of 5 by the time I'm done with you because you're going to need it because as you build your empire. So what happens to the LLC in Nevada, no disclosure. We have properties here. Oh, goody. What are we going to do? Well, first of all, we're creating a line of defense. Every property will be assignment of equity, assignment of rents. Write it down. We're going to put them upside down. All right, because if they sue us, they can't get anything. We want them to get diddly squat. Why not? Again, what do we do with the LLC? Your house over here is in a trust. You did a homestead. It's upside down as well. It's not your house anyway. It's in a trust. When they sue you, they can't screw you up. Oh, your car? It's a registered owner of a division. The lien holder, they never sue the bank. So you don't even get into bumpity bump. They can't sue you and take it away. See, the goal is very simple to play the way I want to play. Now we're going to take a UCC1 and play my way again. This is debtor. This is secured party. This is also secured party, and these are debtors. Okay? So let's understand on that UCC 1. If the division screwed up, this gets to repossess the asset. If the whole corporation screwed up, this repossesses the asset. Don't you understand your city is allowed to file a Chapter 9 bankruptcy? Boom, wipe out the debt in front of you? Because the city should pledge their assets to the state instead of the federal government. That's how it works. Your problem is your lack of knowledge, is your stupidity. You're not stupid, but you fall stupid a lot. But you could have been playing with me for 49 years. Where you been? Your time? Well, you don't control your time. You let life control you. I'm up every day at 2:25. I've been since I was 2.5 years old. Ever since I realized if I get up at 2:25, the abuser can't get me. I want out of hell. Maybe you never had to get out of hell. I had too many times. It's called what? The Puppet Master Club. We play my way. Buoyant and steady. Hell yes. What do we get to do? 1,013 divisions. Why not? There you go. In case there's a problem in any piece, I get to bankrupt the piece and tell them to kiss my assets and keep my other pieces. See, you're fighting for your life, and you don't know it yet. Okay? No one wanted to teach you how to play the game, but I always want to do that. Take a picture. Get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month and have pieces you should be owning, not the way you drive by. It will cost you $100,000 of credit to build it so you can put $25,000 into something. If I build you $100,000, you can spend $75,000. If I build you $75,000, $50,000, $50,000, $25,000. Based on the line of credits, what you go into an escrow, and you write the money to escrow. I don't want to touch your money ever, ever. So then you can decide what you get to position when I position you in the business and do it my way, because your way sucks. I don't understand. My wife always tells me, honey, no one's like you. I said, why not? I bought my first Jack in the Box. I was freaking 19 years old. First million at 14. What the hell's wrong with this friggin' world? What are they, stupid? She says, calm down, honey. No one's like you. Why not? Again, my response. I don't understand. This is the United States of America Incorporated. The opportunity of a lifetime. And some of you just sitting there going, me. Stop it. Smack yourself twice and fire yourself. It's ridiculous. Okay? Creating $1 million can be done in 6 friggin' weeks. I was the opening show for the American Success Journal, Channel 9 TV. I did it in 6 friggin' days. Okay, showing I was homeless and doing it again and again. Maybe that's why the other guy did that little show to copy mine. He's a client anyway, what can you say? He's been a copycat since day one. Help me, help you, and help other people. It's a referral program. Shouldn't you get 10% for every referral you give me? Would you like a Zelle? Would you like a check? Would you like store credit? See, there's no excuse for you. It's like this. This is ridiculous. In 2007, 8, and 9, people would pay me $100,000 for $1 million of credit in a partnership like this, 100 grand. Today, it's a giveaway. $200,000 of credit? Okay, 100,000. You and the corporation, divisions, subdivisions, blueprint call, 12 months with me every other week, every 3 weeks. Come on. You get the boot camp on top of that? $45,000? Hell, that's half price right there. But what do we do today? Trying to make a big difference today. After pandemic and coma and all kinds of goodies. $20,000 paid in full. Again, you get to go to the summit. If you don't pay in full today, you don't get the summit. It's simple. $10,000 with no goodies. There you go. You have pissed away thousands and $100,000 on crap that didn't work. Now you're stuck with me with a guarantee. Do what I say to do, and if you do and follow through, I'll guarantee you it'll work. But again, the summit for 3 days, no problem. August 29th, 30th, 31st. There you go. And if all I want to do, it's very simple. Go to the summit, sign up for that only. There you go. Become a puppet master. If you want $50,000 in credit, it's $5 grand. Let me give you the boot camp for free. There you go. If all of a sudden you want to watch it from home for $2,000, do that. Have a pizza party. You're going to invite friends, family anyway. Why not? So what do we get to do? If you partner with him, it becomes free. Again, it's up to you again. Who in this world, literally 6 days a friggin' week, live, trying to help you besides me? And teaching all the classes that I teach? Nobody. Nobody. Okay, I made a promise to God, and I'm trying to keep the promise. Nobody besides me. Call the office. Learn to play my way for a while. I'm going to say your way sucks. This is true. But again, I'm a sinner. I just sell it like it is, and it's what it is. All right, blueprint calls $2 grand. You get a discount today for half price if you did it right away. There you go. It's free if you do a partnership with me, okay? We get to play the game. We get to win. That's a Zell, or call the office right away. Simple. There's my email address as well. I have no excuses, neither do you. You want me to coach your business? I'll get like David. I got him to 14 million a year. He says he's done. Then he comes back, get him to 20. More. By the time I'm done with him, he's going to do 100 million a year. But again, we can set up at 3 months, 6 months, 12 months coaching for your business. The specialist will set it up and customize it for you. What do we get to do? Here's our biggest problem, besides you. If we want a line of credit for $250,000, you have to be trading and having money in and out of your bank account. You got to have 100,000 plus. They're not going to give you as much as you think they're going to give you. So again, if we take the platinum card, for instance, that I can get you one of these for you, or get through you be a CFO for me, and we can play both ways and get you 2 of these at the same time. What do we do? Well, let's see. The gateway is the American Express Gold or Platinum card. It's a blueprint loan up to $250,000. It makes it installment loans. You can actually have 2 or 3 escrows going simultaneously if you wanted to. Depends how aggressive you want to be. What do we do? Now, what I do for clients is if I take your corporation as a division of my corporation, we sign an agreement. That means I can use my bank accounts for you. Would that be okay? And I use my lowest bank account for you. Use Raise Credit. So in January, now they want 6 months, by the way, if you don't know this, 6 months. There's $500,000. I think I can pass. What do you think? We got February, we got 600,000, okay. Oh, we got March, oh good, we got $500,000 again. Oh, what do we got here? Oh goody, we got 26,000, okay. Again and again. So having the bank accounts with $500,000 every month, it's no problem getting up to 250. But again, what do? I got a client pissed off at me last week. I got him to 250. Ray, I decided not to partner with you. I use my bank accounts to get the line of credit because we partnered in an agreement. Now you don't want to partner with me, then I have to close the line of credit. I want to, no. I'm not, that'd make me a liar. And I'm not going to lie to the damn bank. So I canceled it, and now he's pissed off at me. He decided to do it on his own. Go for it. Create your own line of credit. Use your own bank accounts. Oh, we didn't have it? David got 240, Carrie got 210. Shouldn't this be used to buy a franchise or something too? You write a check, all right, and then you pay after the escrow. So if I do this for you and I do this partnership with you in a division using my bank accounts for you, I charge $5,000. I'm giving you up to $250,000 of credit, which normally costs you $25,000. Now I'm still going to charge you the 10% on the back end as we get into an escrow. So you don't have to pay it, because if I gave it to you and you had to pay it, you couldn't afford the payment. Escrow has positive cash flow. That's the goal. It's $5,000. It's a Zelle only. I do not want credit card ever on that. Now, some of you want, hey, I want another one, right? If I pop a card and you're a CFO for my corporation, we're using my bank accounts and simple, American Express and even Chase. Now, my vice president of the company, Santos, his private number's right there. You can talk to him about it. Or you can basically spend $5,000, because what do they want? 65% of American Express want to log into the bank account. Just like I got basically Kevin the other day, I got 3 of them. We logged in the account and we got a gold card for him, a platinum card for the corporate, and for me, we had some more fun, get another one too. See, we get to play the game to win. But if you wanted a fast track, that's $5,000 as we play. It's a Zelle only, simple to do. There's my email address. And you can help me help other people and help you too. You can make 10% on a referral. And I can give you store credit or a Zelle. So today, we look behind that curtain every time. Because why? When I was a little boy, they kept saying no. I thought the grown-ups were stupid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. Sorry to say, but it's true. They didn't know what they were talking about. Put all your eggs in a basket. Don't do that. Stop. They tell me how. For me, simple. I stay safe. I stay strong. I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. You got a choice today. You can keep doing the same thing you're doing that's not getting you where you really want to go. And I think you're all unhappy 100%. Not happy, but you're happy, but not 100%. But if you got that auto income, $100,000 a month, Could you help more people? Could you honor yourself and your family and quit bringing the damn pain home? I made it foolproof. You don't have to bring the pain home ever, but it's up to you. Now, I hope you enjoyed yourself today. I'm online tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, goal setting all through the day because I'm having fun. So the ultimate goal is very simple today. We do have one question. Well, from platinum to what, gold? Okay. Well, what's going to happen is your gold or your platinum are the gateway to get into the blueprint loan. If you log in, it's right there in the middle of that. These are the best ones to do it because why? Usually the paid over time limit's 100,000 when I get them set up. I want that paid over time 100,000. See, the other thing is the card you're asking about, it fluctuates. So let's understand. If you have an American Express blue, gold, or whatever, you gotta look at the type of card. Gold and platinum do not fluctuate. In other words, they don't have a percentage utilization. They have a paid over time limit up to the 100,000 and a limit to $1 million. All the other cards fluctuate. If it's a business card, it never shows up at all, period, unless it's a Capital One Sparks. The only card that shows up on personal credit reports. So again, based on the type that we do, does it fluctuate or not? That's the ultimate goal. So hopefully that answered that question for this person. So from there, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. if you want to. Now tomorrow, I change all pricing. So, oh, let's wait till tomorrow? Yeah, go ahead. It'll probably cost a little bit more, but that's okay. It'll help pay the bills that we pay all the time here. So I do my best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget the end of the day. It's simple. God loves us all.